And the screen's black.
No, yeah, we're good now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we good. We're lit.
You sure?
Yep.
100%.
We're lit.
All right. Well, we're here for episode 255. Still having technical problems without Philly Phil. Maybe by 455 we'll get it figured out. But Miles and Theories are here for Salvation and Glory. Episode 255 of Psychotic and Iconic. Share that shit. We're gonna go right into it.
Hold on, man. We got a new friend of the show, bro.
Who?
Austin.
Austin
Eckler, man. Austin Eckler. He's a new friend of the show. He just followed us on Instagram. So shout out to Austin Eckler. That's my dog, man. You know that.
I know that.
You could check out previous episodes.
Yeah, you were riding him.
I was. Whoa.
I mean, you were riding.
Whoa.
You were riding for him.
Riding for him, bro.
to be the first
dog.
overall pick. All right, let's do it. Hold up. All right. Chiefs beat the Ravens 37-20. What do you make of that? Chiefs back, or how do you feel it? How you feel about that, I should say.
I thought the Chiefs played awesome. I mean, the way they looked on offense, they looked like they were explosive again. They were Patrick Mahomes was decisive with the football. I mean, it seemed like they were doing the quick passes to Juju. Xavier Worthy was opening up the offense. I mean, they were definitely getting it going. It looked good in Kansas City.
It says waiting on YouTube.
Nah, we're good. It's on another stream.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I see it on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know why it does that. It's like I don't know. Maybe it's something that I did on when I create the events.
So it's not on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Oh, all right. We're not
YouTube.
live.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh,
we are live. You have to go to our shit.
I gotta be better. I don't know, bro.
No, we're live. It's right on my YouTube. We are live, bro. 100%. Yeah, we're rocking, dude.
All right.
We're on here.
All right,
Fuck what you heard, bro. Fuck what you heard. We here. It might be on another stream though, because I think I created 2 streams. I might have.
Oh no, I got us. All right, we're rocking. We're rocking.
All right,
We're rocking.
Cool. But what do I think about the Chiefs? I think the Chiefs are back. I think they looked awesome. But Baltimore's defense, they're really suspect too. They've been suspect for a little while. I know last year they turned it on, and coming to this year, we expect a lot with Jair Alexander coming in there. But to me, it looks like, it looks like the Ravens' defense is a problem. And now with Lamar's hamstring injury, they're going to be in trouble. They're going to be in some serious trouble. It's a must-win game for them this week. So for me, it's like I don't know what to make of it though. I mean, like the Ravens, they haven't played good at all. And I don't know, man. I just think the Ravens, to me, they look like a team that doesn't have an identity almost. Like,
which is
they
odd.
should be running the football with Derrick Henry, and they got away from that. And they were averaging like 8 yards a carry. So I don't understand why they got away from it. But again, they let the game get away from them because turnovers. So once you get down to the Chiefs, you start pressing. You get away from the run. You start going away from what got you to who you were.
Well, the Ravens do, not all teams.
Yeah, I know, but the Ravens do that a lot. And they shouldn't do that, because if they just hung in there, I think they would be all right. But again, 37-20, they got blown the fuck out, man.
Yeah. I was shocked by this, to be honest. I mean, shout out to Spags though. He's had every quarterback besides Justin Herbert, he's had in a fucking blender.
Facts.
I mean, Lamar Jackson again though. He did it again though, man. It was a big game playing against Patrick Mahomes, and he has a turnover.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you haven't had very many turnovers in the last 2 years. And coincidentally, as soon as you play the Chiefs, you have a turnover. You play the Bills in the playoffs last year, 2 turnovers.
Yep.
What do you expect me to? I can't do anything with that, bro. I can't do anything with that. You know what I'm saying? So like when I see that, it's tough. And then like he got the hamstring injury in the third quarter. I mean, at that point though, it was already 30-13. So like it didn't really mean anything. I saw a few people like they were talking about, was he faking it and all that? I don't think he was faking it. I have more respect for him than that. However, it came out that he might miss up to 3 weeks. So that kind of, I guess, made it look better overall. But like I said, even before that, like I didn't think he quit on his team. I have way too much respect for Lamar Jackson to think that he would do some sucker shit like that, I should say.
I don't know.
You 1000% think he quit on him.
I don't know.
which is.
I don't think he quit on his team. I just didn't see a limp. Like a hamstring's a hamstring. Like when I saw Mike Evans hurt his hamstring, he was in some serious pain going to that locker room, guys. But I don't know. I feel like if it was that severe, then he would have been grimacing, and I didn't see any grimace on.
Well, he's a
Lamar. Come on, I just that's not an injury where you're going to not show emotion.
The wildest thing to me is like even when the Ravens started last year 0-2, there was no talk about them missing the playoffs and all that. Yeah, and their defense started out poor like it was this year, but like this year their defense is horrible.
Yeah, but I don't think Lamar has done them any favors either. I mean, their offensive line is awful.
Yeah.
Their offensive line is, I swear, every time I've seen Lamar Jackson drop back to pass, there was at least somebody in his face within 2 seconds. And he's scrambling. He's constantly scrambling. The problem is with Baltimore is they don't have like the wide receivers that they have. They're okay wide receivers. Yeah. They're not like world beaters, right? So to me, it's like when they're struggling to get separation or they're struggling to even read even when they're struggling to read the coverage, like to me, it's just like that is causing a lot of Lamar to hesitate to throw the football down the field because he doesn't want to create turnovers himself. Create turnovers himself. And I just feel like to me, Lamar, like he's not playing his brand of football, right? Because I feel like when the Ravens are successful, it's when those lanes are open for Lamar for him to run. But now teams are QB spying because they're saying, okay, fuck it. We dare you to throw the football because we don't believe that you guys have on the outside anything to scare us.
They don't.
So to me, defenses are reading it. It's perfect. It's perfect defense, bro. Like Spags had it right. You get pressure up the middle. You have a quarterback spy, and there you go. It's over.
Do you think their playoff hopes are done?
No, absolutely not, because they have Lamar. Lamar only struggles against good teams.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's a problem, but they don't play good teams throughout the whole schedule.
Do you think that, well, if he misses 3 weeks, you still think they're in it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's their back?
Why not?
Who's their backup? Cooper Rush?
Cooper Rush. They just got to win what? 1 game? 2 games?
2, I would probably say wouldn't.
So if they go 2-4 and they have Lamar, are you panicking?
No, not with Lamar Jackson. But I will say it's an issue.
Well, they had the Texans, the Rams, the Bears, and the Dolphins. The next 4 games,
and then their bye week. No,
they don't have a bye week.
All right. Well,
I'm sorry. They have a bye week after the Rams.
So if they got to beat the Texans,
yeah,
which I think they can, to be honest, because I think the Texans stink.
So if they go what, they'll be 2-4.
Yeah.
And then they'll have a bye week. Lamar will be healthy. They play the Bears at home.
Coming off the bye?
Yes.
Yeah.
They play the Bears. They'll be 3-4, right? Then they play the Dolphins. They can get to 500. Then they play the Vikings. The Vikings could be a decent matchup depending on their quarterback play. But then they play the Browns, which could be,
that's a tough game.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a tough game. Although they'll have what's his face in there, Dylan Gabriel. So I would lean Lamar, heavily.
So they could definitely go on a run because after that they play the Jets, they play the Bengals, they play the Steelers, they play the Bengals again, they play the Patriots, the Packers, the Steelers. Like their schedule is there for the taking, in my opinion. Yeah. So I'm not going to count them out, but Lamar, they have to beat the Texans though. I think the Texans is
very important. It's very important
because the Steelers are winning,
and the line went from 6.5, and it flipped to the Ravens now +2.5.
Right, and the Steelers are winning right now. So
point swing, 8.5 point swing. I mean, that's a lot of points. But it shows you right there how valuable Lamar is.
Yeah,
and it's warranted a swing like that for that caliber of a quarterback.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
So
they'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. All right, Buccaneers. Eagles escape the Buccaneers 31-23. Offense. Great in the first half. Second half sputtered. 0 passing yards. 0 passing yards.
I need you to explain that for me. As a Hurts guy, you got to explain this for me because this is exactly what I've been talking about for pods. With an S.
Yeah, with an S. Notice I said S. So I think there's a few things there. One, it's inexcusable. Number 2, we were up with a lead, so it was, it wasn't. They only threw the ball 8 times because they didn't have to. However, if you want my honest opinion, I think there was a point that Jalen Hurts got concussed.
What do you mean? Like actually concussed?
Actually concussed, and they didn't know. Similar to that Washington game when he went out.
So this is the reason for his 0 passing yards.
I think it could have attributed to it.
Okay.
Contributed to it. I think he was. He got up slow after that hit. It was 30-13. It was in the third quarter. Because before that, I think he was 15 of 19. And after that, he was he had another completion, 2 completions. He got up slow. He got hit. He banged his head. It looks eerily similar to what happened in Washington last year. And in Washington, he didn't get past it. And I think he got past it in this one. Now, look, I'm not saying that's the reason. I'm saying, could that have happened? Yeah, it could have. But I just think the Eagles are looking for their footing, dude. It's fucked up. Like I said, too, that's why there's a part of me that's kind of with AJ. I'm with AJ Brown in this. I don't agree with him with the tweet. If you haven't saw it, it said, if you're not welcomed, not listened to, quietly withdraw, don't make a scene, shrug your shoulders and be on your way. That's a little odd, saying quietly withdraw and posting it for 3 million people to see. That was a little odd. However, AJ Brown is an alpha. AJ Brown is not a cog in the wheel. AJ Brown is a dominant wide receiver. He's one of the 4 or 5 best wide receivers at his position. He wants to be involved. He wants to make an impact. I'm not going to fault him for that. He had 9 targets. Okay, but he had 7 yards. That is inexcusable, bro. That's not Dylan Sampson out there. It's inexcusable. You cannot have that. You cannot have that. And again, when you watch the film, if you just watch the film and you look at it, the routes are fucking horrible. They're horrible. Where is the most creative play that the Eagles ran was the fake tush push with Saquon Barkley, and they scored a touchdown. Number 1, Eagles, dumb as fuck for showing that before January. Dumb as fuck for showing that before January.
Well, why?
You didn't need to show that because that's a play that could have did that.
That was a response to everybody wanting to everybody.
It was, but if you do that,
ban the tush push, but
you do that in January when the game's truly.
I don't mind it.
But again, like I said, I'd rather have to figure shit out at 4-0 than figure shit out at 1-3 or 2-2. Like the Ravens are what, 1-3, 32nd ranked defense. They got a lot to figure out and a hole to climb out of. Eagles 4-0. We got past the hardest part of our schedule undefeated. You know what I mean? Like that's the way that I view it. That's the way that I view it.
I'm with you. I get it. I totally disagree with everything. I just feel like, to me, this is exactly why the book came out last year. This is exactly why everything. This is exactly why, bro. Like, he's extremely frustrated. The passes were just late to him on some of the routes too. Yeah. It wasn't just the routes were bad. There was a lot of passes where it was like out of bounds. It just wasn't catchable.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, there's frustrations in that too. Like, I don't know if he saw the apology, but like, I don't believe him. I don't believe he wasn't talking about anybody within the facility. I just don't believe that. Because why would you put that out to the world? You must have felt some type of way about something in that particular moment in time, about something that went on in the game for you to react that way directly after. I'm sorry, I don't buy that. So to me, like, there is some problems. There has to be, right? And I see his point though. Like, yeah, he is an alpha and he expects greatness. He sees himself as one of the best wide receivers, if not the best wide receiver in the NFL. That's how he sees himself. So he wants to be involved. He doesn't want to just get an A for participation on a project, right? Like, I get that. But you're 4-0. Like, would you rather be in Tennessee with Cam Ward and put up, I don't know, get fucking 15 targets, put up 100 yards and score a touchdown? Maybe you score a touchdown, right? And be fucking 0-4 and scratching your head and be like, fuck, what am I doing here? I'm wasting my time. I'm going to go chase a Super Bowl. Like, wouldn't you rather be in that? Like, I think perspective is a different thing here. Like, I just feel like, to me, he needs to act like a champion.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's championship behavior. So to me, like, you're 4-0 and you're tweeting that you're basically unhappy. Again, he's unhappy because it's part of the play calling. But I also feel like it's part of the quarterback play. Like, we can't ignore this, man. We just can't ignore this. And I joke when I say, is Jalen Hurts going to get under 150 yards? I joke when I say that. He legitimately does that.
Yeah.
Like legitimately does that. It's insane. 130 yards. Come on, man.
Yeah,
I've seen Jackson Dart, light it up. He did pretty well against the Chargers in his first start, but he's throwing the fucking ball. At least he's trying to do something with the ball.
I don't know why the Eagles don't run RPO like that, but that also goes back to, again, what I was saying. You won a championship. You have another new play caller, and you don't play fucking preseason. September was basically our preseason, and we went undefeated. Like, I don't understand that. Again, Nick Sirianni, great head coach, chink in his armor. He can't call plays. It would solve a lot of problems. When you have constant turnover at play calling and you got to learn new offenses and shit, it's difficult. That's why the offense comes out sputtering every year. It sputtered last year, and then we got on a roll. And it's tough, man. It is. It's a tough situation. But again, nobody will ever convince me that Jalen Hurts can't throw for more than 150 yards. Now, look, the evidence that I have is from a few years ago. Last year, you had a historic running season. So, like, I could kind of get down with that. But after that, I don't understand it. He's not garbage. I don't know why they're not unleashing him. I don't know what it is. But, like, throwing a ball out of bounds, throwing a ball behind him, like, it is what it is. Like, that, I'm not even concerned about that. I have no concerns about that at all. It's just the problem is that he's throwing so few times that when the throws that he's throwing are off, they're getting amplified because you have to capitalize on that because they're not throwing the ball enough. But when you're every fucking play is a 7-yard in, a fucking curl, a 3 and dig, like after a while, it's old. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's frustrating as somebody to watch it too. But again, it's tough, dude. But it's, again, part of it's on, to me, part of it's on Jalen, part of it's on Patullo, part of it's on Sirianni and the organization, because again, you brought in a play caller that's never called plays with a Super Bowl winning team. And that's what I'm saying. Like the funny thing is like Cam Newton and Gilly, when they were talking on the FaceTime, the debate, and it's like, oh, well, if Matt Stafford threw for 110 yards, do you know what that team would get beat by? And it's like, I don't look at that as an indictment. I look at that as a testament, because we're showing you how many different ways we could win. We could fuck you up on defense. We could fuck you up on special teams. We could fuck you up on offense.
As a team, but they're talking about the overall quarterback and where they ranking them. Like, yeah, that's part of what their critique is.
But Gilly was right on what he said, though. The money plays are there.
No, and I get that, but I also I saw Cam's side of the point too, because I'm with Cam on that.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah. I got it. And I'm with Gilly, so I know.
I've said that before, and I said if Josh Allen had 100 yards against the Chiefs, he's getting smoked against them,
because he did it last year in the playoffs against the Ravens.
Against the Chiefs.
Oh, against the Chiefs.
It's a different animal.
I got you.
Right, but and that was my thing. It was just but to me, it's yeah, Jalen Hurts is winning. He won 19 straight games or whatever it is, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty impressive to me.
It's super impressive. But, you won a football game with 0 passing yards in the entire half.
Yeah.
That, to me, is the most impressive thing I've ever witnessed.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
I don't think I've ever seen that personally. I can't even remember. I don't even think has it happened? It's definitely happened in our lifetime.
What? Where?
Right?
2008 with Jake Delhomme.
That's insane. Dude.
Daylight come and you got a Delhomme.
I'm sorry, but that's pitiful. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. We talk about it every week how dynamic they are. 4 catches, 36 yards. That's crazy.
Again, it's unacceptable.
That's insane. They had 11 targets combined. I think it was 9 for AJ, 2 for Smitty. And they have 36 yards and 11 plays between those players. That's so inefficient. But do you think that's play calling? Do you think that's quarterback play?
I think it's play calling.
100% play calling.
100%.
So let me ask you a question. From last year to now, from the Super Bowl to week 4, after week 4 concluded.
Yeah.
Do you think Jalen Hurts has gotten better?
No.
Do you think he regressed? From the Super Bowl to now.
Just the Super Bowl game?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one more question, a follow-up.
Well, actually, no, I'm iffy on that, because on the first game of the year against Dallas, he was the best player on the field. Bar none.
But it was Dallas, right? I get it.
People tell me
I get it.
Dak is leading the league in yards. People tell me Dak is far and away better than Jalen. Why wasn't he the best player on the field?
I think when they say Dak is better than Jalen, I think they refer it into a passing situation. Like they prefer to have Dak Prescott throw the football than Jalen Hurts.
That's fine. When Dak Prescott throws a pass in February, we could have that conversation.
Right. I know, but I'm just responding to what the perception
is. And I think to me that like I'm no longer getting frustrated about the who can do there. If you want to tell me Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, Burrow, Herbert, you want to throw those 5 guys in there that they could win with the Eagles, Baker, sure. Dak, sure. I get mad when it's the bottom half of the league.
Like who?
Sam Darnold isn't coming on the Eagles and winning a Super Bowl. He's not, because he did it with the Vikings, and you told me and everybody else tells me the Vikings had a Super Bowl ready roster.
They do.
Sam Darnold's not winning a Super Bowl with us. That's what I don't like. You want to say the other guys that are really good, I'm totally cool with that. But my thing is that like and I'm not saying this for any other way, Justin Herbert in a vacuum is better than Jalen Hurts. In a vacuum, like just overall quarterback. But my thing is you're telling me that Justin Herbert doesn't need those weapons to win. So win.
Right. So if that's your critique, if they're not winning and you're like, oh, well, they're not winning and my guy's winning.
Yeah.
But you said that Justin Herbert in a vacuum is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts.
Because Justin Herbert is just a pure thrower.
So why would he have to win to prove that he's better than Jalen Hurts?
Because because Justin Herbert isn't a winner. And everybody tells me that Justin Herbert is amazing. But you shouldn't need the team. Like my thing is we criticize Jalen for having a great team around him. And we will say anybody can win with that roster. But then Justin Herbert has a good, he's had a good team his whole career and he hasn't produced. And it's like, we're finding reasons not to bother him, not to say stuff about him. That's why I got on Justin Herbert's ass last year, because you're telling me that these guys are so much better than Jalen Hurts. And it's like, okay, then they don't need all the weapons that Jalen Hurts has.
Right. But when Justin Herbert is throwing for 300 yards and Jalen Hurts is throwing for 130, but Justin Herbert is losing by a field goal versus Jalen Hurts winning by 7, you're looking at it sideways. Because now what you're saying is that, yeah, Justin Herbert is a better quarterback. Like in a vacuum, he is.
Yeah.
But sometimes that doesn't equate to winning, even though they have to put up those stats for those teams to compete.
Fair, but Jalen Hurts has never gone into a must-win game and shit his pants.
No.
Justin Herbert's been in 3 must-win games.
Right.
Blown all 3.
Right.
If Jalen Hurts ever had a 28-0 lead in a playoff game and lost the game, it would be about Jalen Hurts.
But here's the thing, though. Those kind of quarterbacks have to be perfect, or they don't have to make mistakes. Like if they don't throw for 250 or 200 yards, their team isn't going to be successful.
Well, Josh is doing that. Josh ain't really going out. I mean, every once in a while, but again, like I'm not comparing them, because that's not a comparison. Josh Allen, like I said, Josh Allen wins a Super Bowl. He's a top 10 quarterback of all time the moment he hoists that trophy. You feel me? And he's already a Hall of Famer based on stats. The only way Jalen gets into it is the Hall of Fame. What were you just saying right before that? I lost my train of thought. Fuck.
I was talking about statistically. Like, so if somebody throws, because my thing is that if Justin Herbert threw for 0 passing yards and a half, and won the football game, you're looking at the Chargers as they're unbeatable. Because if Justin Herbert has 0 passing yards and that's his strength and that's the team's strength, and they got 0 passing yards and still won by 6.
I mean, the Eagles also had a sizable lead, but we have
I get that.
We have a great defense.
Yeah, but we have a great team.
We have a great team. Yes. And there's also there's championship pedigree is a real thing.
Right.
However, the other part that again, I guess I weigh this more than others. Jalen doesn't turn the ball over because it's important.
Because he doesn't barely throw.
But is he fumbling it?
No, but
Lamar fumbles it.
Yes, because Lamar feels like he has to do enough. Like because Lamar doesn't have an AJ, he doesn't have a Smitty, but he's got Mark Andrews, he's got Zay Flowers. I think they're good players. I do.
Can I give you a rebuttal to that?
Sure.
When Josh Allen made the turn in his career, what was it because of?
Well, Diggs left.
No. The career turning point for Josh Allen over the last 2 years is that he's not turning the ball over at an alarming rate. He's playing within the offense and he's taking the underneath shit.
Right.
Like, not for nothing. And it's not his fault. It's because of what he has on offense. The Bills offense is all short shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's all short shit, dump offs to Cook and all that.
Yeah.
But Josh Allen learned how to do that. Josh Allen was losing games because he was forcing throws and trying to be Superman. So when Lamar Jackson does that, I think that's an indictment on Lamar Jackson. That's pressing. You're not playing within the offense. That's why when they get to the playoffs and everybody's like, yo, what's going on with Lamar? He's pressing. That's why I said before, like when I was saying before that, like I would take Lamar over Josh, but in the playoffs, I have no evidence to support that. It was because Josh learned how to just play within the offense. I've just saying this before the show. It is remarkable the turnaround that Josh Allen has had, not turning the ball over. The guy led the league in turnovers for 5 years, and 2 or 3 years ago had 32 turnovers in a season. 32 turnovers, bro. That is insane. And he was still winning at that rate. And the turnovers went down. They went away. He won an MVP. He lost Stephon Diggs. Since he lost Stephon Diggs, he's been a Pro Bowler. He's been an All-Pro. He went back to an AFC Championship game. He won a fucking MVP. He's probably going to win a second. That is a testament to his greatness.
Right. So where's that with Jalen Hurts?
What do you mean?
So where is that with Jalen Hurts? Like, why are we not seeing that with Jalen Hurts? He's the Super Bowl MVP, right? Yeah. He won 19 straight games, right? Why is he not doing what they are doing?
Because he's not that caliber of quarterback, bro.
So why are we putting him in top 5 conversations?
Because he won a Super Bowl when nobody else in the league can beat Patrick Mahomes.
I understand
and it holds weight.
I does hold weight, but when you're actually watching the fucking games, do you actually believe he's a top 5 quarterback? There's no way in hell anybody believes that.
Up until this year, yeah. Last year, I said that all year, the year before that, and the year before that. He absolutely was. He was balling. He's had 4 rough games. Before the bye week last year, did you think the Eagles were a Super Bowl team?
But I was talking about in a vacuum, because you said in the vacuum, Justin Herbert is better. So if Justin Herbert is better, and you mentioned the other 4 quarterbacks, where does he fit in the top 5?
I'm just saying in terms of overall talent, yes, because again, Justin Herbert and those guys, they're just different players.
So do you measure winning over the talent?
Yes, because I think there's something to be said about guys that perform in big spots. Like, to me, it's not a coincidence that Jalen Hurts' best games are in Super Bowls. It's rising to the occasion. And to me, there's just something, for me, there is something to be said about that. Like, again, I just watched, what's his face? Drew Brees was just saying about
he hates the Eagles.
Hates them. And I laugh because I'm like, oh, Drew Brees is back on his bullshit. He likes to do hypotheticals. Let's do a hypothetical. If James Bradbury doesn't get caught for that pass interference, Jalen Hurts is 2-0 against Patrick Mahomes. He has the same amount of Super Bowl wins as Patrick Mahomes, beat him twice in the Super Bowl, and has the same amount of Super Bowl MVPs. And there would be a real conversation about who's the best big game performer in football.
But that's the point, though. He wouldn't have the opportunities to get to those big games if it wasn't for the overall team.
Not in 2022. The first time he went.
That's what we're missing here, because it's like if Jalen Hurts had a defense that had Buffalo's defense in the playoffs, he would never sniff the Super Bowl. Like, never sniff the Super Bowl.
Why?
Because it's too hard to overcome. Time and time again. Those players are special because they have to overcome time and time again. That's just what it, you know that. Jalen Hurts doesn't have to do as much. He doesn't. All he has to do is just throw for $130, a couple underhand touchdown passes, which is fucking crazy to me. Like, that's like,
did he not? Shit. But didn't he shred the defense that eliminated Josh Allen 3 years ago? And I'm not comparing them. I'm not comparing them. So please, we're not
3 years ago. It's a different team.
But he did shred that defense.
Right. But it's a different team, though. And Josh Allen has shredded them too.
But not in the playoffs.
Who, the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Josh Allen don't shred the Chiefs?
Well, 5 years ago he did. But if you want to go back, I mean, we could do that. We could do that. And again, like, my thing is last year, and again, I just, like, I don't want to make it about that, but I'm just saying, like, Josh Allen had a chance to beat Patrick Mahomes. He had the ball to take the lead, and he went 20 yards. And it's like he didn't receive any of that criticism, not even so much from me. I said I pinned it on him, but like I didn't think he played like shit. But again, if that's Jalen Hurts, we're having a way different conversation.
But the Chiefs were crossing the 50 the first fucking drive, not until the third quarter. That's a different dynamic, bro. Come on. It's a different dynamic.
I know.
If a team is constantly putting pressure on you for 4 entire quarters versus 1 quarter in the Super Bowl, like you're way ahead.
No, I know. I'm just like
that's why it was a blowout because they didn't do anything on offense. The Chiefs.
Yeah, I know. And again, I'm a Jalen Hurts guy. I'm not going to overreact to.
But that's why we look forward to the Bills and the Chiefs because we get to see Patrick Mahomes and we get to see Josh Allen and they just duke it out.
Well,
they duke it the fuck. That's what they do. That's why
did it in the first Super Bowl.
That's why we look for that shit.
Well, Jalen Hurts dukes it the fuck out with Patrick Mahomes.
He does.
Like I said, if you want to do a hypothetical, Drew Brees can kiss my ass because my hypothetical puts Jalen Hurts in a whole different. My hypothetical, as of right now, if my hypothetical was to be true, Jalen Hurts is a Hall of Famer right now.
I don't know what to say about that. I don't
Super Bowl again. I just when I'm looking at a landscape of quarterbacks that just come up short against Patrick Mahomes, and there's one guy that may not be as talented, but when the time calls, he does it. I put a lot of respect on.
I know, but that's such a coincidence, though, bro. Because if you think about it, like how many times? So Josh Allen, who is by far like right now, he's the best player in the league. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, but. If this guy is losing 4 times to this one player, right? Who right now I'm saying Josh is better, but I do think Patrick has a better resume, 100%.
Yeah.
So yes, you can if you want to have Mahomes up there, number 1, cool. I ain't gonna argue with you. Yeah. I love Josh Allen, and that's my guy. But what I'm saying is that if this guy lost to him 4 times in a row, and he had some fucking awesome games, right? To where you're like, how the fuck did they lose? And this guy who barely throws 150 yards a game, right? You'd be lucky to see a 250, 300 yard passing game from this guy. But this guy is beating Patrick Mahomes in the biggest spot. You don't find that kind of weird?
No, because he's outplayed him. Jalen Hurts' stats have been better than Patrick Mahomes on the big stage.
But he's outplayed him. But look at the competition, though, right? Like if you look at it, like the Eagles defense versus the Bills defense. It's 2 different animals, right? Like we can all agree that. I'm not trying to like nitpick here because that's not what I'm doing. Because my consistent theory on the Bills' downfalls has always been their defense in the playoffs. Yeah. It hasn't been the offense. The offense could have been better, sure. They could have scored on that one drive. They had the opportunity, yes. Yeah. But Buffalo's defenses always came up short. They've always were never able to get off the ball or off the field on 3rd down. They allow teams to just absolutely milk the clock on their defense, and it causes a lot of pressure for their offense. And their offense itself is Josh Allen centric. And if he is having one of those weird games, he's not 100% himself, the Bills are dead.
James Cook, I don't know.
Yes, but
James Cook kind of like that.
But I don't think he's going to bring them home to beat the Chiefs, a Chiefs caliber team. Like I don't see that. Spags has. That's what I'm saying.
Spags has what's his face's name? I can't think of his name.
But like you see what I'm saying? Like if Josh Allen has an game, they're cooked.
They're dead.
They're dead. And that's the point.
Yeah,
that's the point that I make with Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen shit. Like Jalen Hurts outperformed in the Super Bowl. Yes, I get it. But the Chiefs didn't score points either, though.
Well, I was saying in the first one. I wasn't talking about this one.
Oh yeah, well the first one.
I was talking about the first one, sure. Not this one, because this one was just like
this one was just
a beatdown. I don't even know. That was just a weird. I mean, it was fucking awesome for Eagles fans,
right?
But it was one of them weird games. Like I never thought I would see my squad do that to somebody,
right? And that's what makes me so mad about this team, though, dude. It's like you have like again, I say it every fucking week, bro. We have too many offensive players on this team to be throwing for 130 yards. You should have 130 yards probably by like near halftime. And he did.
Yeah.
He just had 0.
I have no answers, bro. That I tried to make sense of it, and I saw and I was reading on it. I'm not even playing, bro. I'm not giving him an excuse for it. I think he got concussed. I'm dead fucking serious when I say that. I'm dead serious, dude. It reminded me of Washington. I don't know. What else am I supposed to say about that?
I get it.
0 of 8 for 0 passing yards.
I don't understand.
What am I supposed to do with that, bro?
That's a Super Bowl MVP. A Super Bowl MVP had 0 passing yards at a half to close out a game. That's fucking crazy to me.
I mean, Eli, 500 career record, never made all pro. So it has that weird shit has happened before. With
I know. It's just so weird though.
Oh, yeah, again, bro, I'm not making any excuses.
A guy that's performing like this beat Patrick Mahomes, but a guy that's in Buffalo can't beat Patrick Mahomes. Now, like, that's not a coincidence, bro. It's overall.
It's one of those weird phenomena where certain quarterbacks just they can't. Peyton Manning couldn't get past Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? He just couldn't get past them. Aaron Rodgers, all his playoff losses, weird shit. The Seattle game. Look at Tony Romo. Every time Tony Romo got the fucking Seattle game where he bobbled the snap.
That was wild.
Like, it's just certain quarterbacks just got like that weird luck. And I laughed about Mahomes and I said certain things happened to him. And I'm like, yo, that is the shit that I used to freak out about Tom Brady, where the ball always bounced his way.
Off topic here, but let's go. So I'm going to move on. But like, I want to talk about something too that really bothers me with watching football these days is that I feel like after every third down, I feel like I'm holding my breath because I feel like there's going to be a flag coming.
They ruined it.
It's awful.
They ruined
it. I'm not even kidding. I think every third down, I'm anticipating some type of penalty to give the offense another opportunity.
Troy Aikman ripped.
I'm so over
on the broadcast. I said it, bro. We talked about this. I think it was last year, maybe over the summer or in the playoffs last year. If you took gambling out of football, the product blows. You can't. You fucking was it Baker Mayfield where the quarterback came in and swarmed and hit his face mask and they call roughing the passer.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I'm being serious. Like, come on. That's not a good product.
Agreed.
Football's a violent, physical fucking game.
Well, how about the taunting penalty on DeJean?
The taunting shit is the gayest shit I've ever seen in my life.
It is.
You can't tackle. You lay the wood on somebody and they come up and they're staring over and flexing. And, oh, let's throw a flag. Oh my God, we want to make it more kid friendly. Can you stop?
But see, I think what the league doesn't realize is how much effort and how much work these players put in the offseason
you can't even
to have moments like that. Because that's an amazing thing that you're doing. These are world-class athletes that you're trying to tackle. And that's not easy. Bro. So to me, it's like when you make a good play like that, you're just naturally just going to show emotion because you're kind of proud of yourself. You're kind of like, damn, that's me because I'm him. Dude. So it's like, why are you taking that out of the game and causing trouble with the defense? It's not right.
Speaking of Cooper DeJean, I just thought about this. What does everybody say about Derrick Henry? Everybody's like, yo, can you imagine trying to tackle Derrick Henry in the fourth quarter after he's been running over you all game? Sure. When he laid the wood on Derrick Henry like that, how do you not show emotion? You're a rookie and just blasted Derrick Henry.
He didn't get flagged for that.
No. I know, but I'm just saying moments like that. Like I'm saying, like those are just moments that you can't control your emotions, dude. Like what did AJ Brown just say in the presser? My emotions got the best of me, man. They boiled over and I tried to let it go and I take full accountability. I fucked up. All right, yo, good for you for accepting that. But again, when you're playing in a combat sport like that, in an emotional sport like that, dude, your emotions come out. You're like, I don't know. It sucks, dude.
I know.
It sucks.
It's been bad. It's been bad, man. Like I just, there's too many penalties for me. Like I'm kind of over it. I'm over the defenseless receiver shit. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? Allow him to catch the ball for a first down and then tackle him proper tackle?
There's nothing you can do.
I'm going 20 miles an hour in pads, by the way, trying to make a play against a world-class athlete. What the fuck am I supposed to do here?
It goes back to last year.
There's nothing you could do.
When we talked about the Trevor Lawrence hit. Because a few weeks ago, Patrick Mahomes did that bullshit where he faked going out of bounds and ran the dude over.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, that's so corny. That's so corny because the defender slowed up because that's how Patrick Mahomes beat Joe Burrow in that second AFC Championship game.
Yeah,
when he got that phantom ass fucking flop running out of bounds. When he had a bad ankle. Yeah. I'm so with you on that. He was capping.
Thank you.
You were so right, dog.
I know.
You were right on the big homie, and you were right on Patrick Mahomes. Dead right. Dead right. 100%. I got to listen to you more.
You do.
Salvation and grace.
I know. Human. They're human.
It's just like
bro.
it's so annoying, dude. It's so annoying to just watch these flags. Dog.
It's tough.
How about Garrett Wilson with the offensive pass interference?
That's not pass interference. That's not. We see that every week.
You're hand fighting. And
Every game.
2 games ago, AJ Brown, that could have been when he caught the touchdown pass.
If he extended, you got me.
Yeah.
Where like it actually caused a little like separation. This was like play fighting shit.
Bro, it wasn't. It
was a joke.
Dude, go back to the Super Bowl 3 years ago. That wasn't a damn pass interference on James Bradbury. The ball was 10 yards over his head,
Absolutely.
bro. And it cost the Eagles a Super Bowl.
Correct.
For real.
Right.
It did. Like, that legitimately
flags,
cost
bro.
the Birds a Super Bowl.
These flags are horrendous.
And then you wonder why people think it's fixed and Vegas and all that. And it's like, well, not for nothing, but these calls are subjective.
I agree.
And overall, they're subjective calls. I mean, look, some are egregious. I'm with you. Like, you could clearly see that it altered the play, but a lot of the calls are just subjective calls. It's the opinion of that ref.
Yeah. But I also feel like the roughing the passer shit can be
the
a little
roughing
bit
the
better.
passer is the worst. But all
there's
the
nothing you
quarterbacks
can
do
do.
it, bro.
Yeah, sure.
All the quarterbacks do it. Baker Mayfield, Josh, they get hit and they're looking up at the ref for the
Brady did it for his whole career, basically.
Every time. And now Brady's retired and he wants to talk about how it's being soft. And it's like, yeah, but it wasn't soft when you were getting it done to you. Now, in the beginning, when Brady was younger, he was eating those hits because he came up.
He was getting popped.
He came up in the era where you could pop somebody.
He got popped
when
in
Brady
Buffalo.
was complaining when he was 43, it's like, yo, I get it because those hits hurt.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, you got old ass bones.
It is soft, though.
Yeah,
Brady's gotten popped, bro.
Ronnie Lott and all them dudes.
But the point is that like it's got soft because when you tackle and you land on the quarterback,
yeah, you can't land on him now.
What the fuck? You're like, it's like that's the soft shit.
You want a 350-pound dude running as fast as he can that just fought through another 350-pound dude to stop his momentum as he's going to make a tackle.
Because I remember when Elvis Dumervil laid the wood on Brady.
Elvis Dumervil
laid the wood on Brady and pounced on him, but that wasn't flagged.
What did Chad Johnson say, or Chad Ochocinco? He said, I could go out right now and give you 100. Why? Because nobody's laying wood no more.
You can't.
It's so true. I guarantee you, Terrell Owens, because he's in great shape. Terrell Owens could go out and produce a little bit.
No way.
He could.
He wouldn't get off the line of scrimmage.
T.O.?
No way.
He would.
No way.
Nah, I was being hyperbolic. But I'm just saying, like, nobody's out there. You can go across the middle. You might get popped, but you're going to get a flag.
Sure.
It's crazy.
It's so soft, man. I'm over it.
I know. All right, let's talk about more soft shit. Cowboys and Packers ended a tie, 40-40, and Micah Parsons returned to Dallas. These overtime rules got to go.
Yeah, I'm done with the ties.
Enough ties.
Yeah, play college rules.
Play to win the game, bro.
I'm cool with that.
You had two teams put up 80. You had Dak Prescott play the game of his life. Game of his life. Dak Prescott was unbelievable.
He was great.
Unbelievable.
I love that.
Love him. Dak Prescott's he's a damn good quarterback, bro.
So how would you propose the overtime rules? Would you do a college style, or do you play the quarters until
I think it'd be cool if you did whoever scores you keep going bar for bar. Whoever scores first, the next drive, the team gets a chance to match it.
You want to know why the league hated that game? The league hates ties. Not just because of what it produces in terms of the result, but in terms of the conversation of them having to play more football if needed. Because the whole thing with the NFL is this player safety shit. So them playing more football, the league don't want that. And that's why the game ends the way it ends.
Well, they're about to go to 18 games.
Right. That's because that's a money grab.
Yeah, but again,
when you're
playing player safety,
but when you're playing 5-6 hours worth of football, now your star players have a higher chance of getting hurt because you're playing for a long period of time. I
got to be honest, I get all that. I'm with all that. But when you're making 60, 50, 40,
I'm with you.
I don't give a fuck.
I know.
It comes with the territory.
I don't disagree with that.
It comes with the territory.
I'm just saying the league doesn't want that.
Yes.
Because they want to protect their star players because
they took the quarterback hits out.
Sure.
That's why they took him out. Because it was right after Aaron Rodgers got pounced on by Anthony Barr, where you can't let
and defenseless receivers. Yeah, defenseless receivers.
Look, I remember Anquan Bolden getting knocked the fuck out in the end zone.
He had to get metal plates as jaw and reconstructed in his jaw.
Yeah.
He had metal plates and he was still hooping.
Anquan Bolden was a beast. It was a different game.
It was.
And look, it's funny because people say that to us about the 80s and 90s. They're like, it was different. You could take somebody's heads off. Now we're the old heads saying to the 20-year-olds or the 15-year-olds that are watching football, it's like, it was a different game in 2005.
Different animal.
I say this all the time. Animal. Bob Sanders, Brian Dawkins, Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, those guys could not play in today's game. Could you imagine what Brian Dawkins, the penalty that he would have got and the fine he would have got for that hit on Algie Crumpler in the NFC Championship game in 2003?
As crazy as it sounds, the way he played, he would have tailored his game.
Who?
But Dawkins.
Bro, he was led with his head.
Right, but he was so great at other things that he would have found a way to adapt. But as the rules now and the way Dawkins played, as Eagles fans, we probably would want Dawkins out of there because too many penalties. We would get too many penalties with Dawkins. He laid the fucking wood with people. He didn't give a fuck.
I know.
And that's what the game's missing. The game was missing. That's what made football football. Was the exciting hits. You got jacked up. Like that was the best. That was the best
fucking 3 minutes.
But that was celebrated. Now everybody takes a knee when somebody's on the ground. But that was celebrated before.
Yep.
You used to be able to taunt, you used to go over their head, like, yeah, like you fucking celebrate that you just laid them out, right? Fucking absolutely deplete this motherfucker and stand right over him, and you got no penalty.
No penalty, Reggie Brown.
No penalty for the hit, no taunting, no nothing. It was exciting. It was a highlight reel for ESPN and for everybody. Like, that was football. That's the definition of football. Somebody getting laid the fuck out. Because it's a violent game.
What do you think about Micah Parsons and all that? I didn't even know he played for the Packers on Sunday night.
I was disappointed in the performance, to be honest with you. I thought he would go in there, wreak havoc. I thought that definitely the Packers would definitely win against Dallas. But Dallas hung in there.
Dallas knew it, man. I said
Dallas
that.
Hung in there.
Pride.
Yo, Dallas is not a bad team.
They're not.
Their
defense just is really bad.
Their defense is really bad.
But their
Dak
offense
is playing awesome, man.
Dak is playing great. And the thing is, too, is like, yeah, the CD injury hurts because you can't replace CD, but GP is a 1. GP is a 1, and you can operate with him. And when you have a quarterback like Dak Prescott, he will keep you in games.
Yeah, absolutely.
He will keep you in games. He's that good of a quarterback.
Yeah, Dak balled out, man. 319, 3 tutties, 78% completion percentage, a rating of 125. I mean, what else do you want? That will do it, dude. That will get you a tie.
The Cowboys were smart to get the Cowboys were smart to get rid of Micah. They were smart, bro. Because here's the thing: are the Cowboys any better with Micah Parsons?
That game, they would have. That would have suited them better.
It would have helped, yeah. But I'm saying, do you think that he's that impact? Like, I know he's impactful, but I don't think he's a season-altering player.
Well, let me ask you a question. What they get in return, do you think it's going to have more impact than what Micah can provide?
Yes.
Why?
Well, depending on if they hit on the draft picks.
But that's hard to do.
Yeah, correct. But Dallas historically drafts well.
Right, but if you even hit one out of those 2 draft picks, do you think any of those players are going to be better than Micah Parsons?
I think potentially they could.
That's a tall order, bro.
Again,
that's a tall task, man. It's a tall task, dude. That's a tall task, bro. I don't know if they got the.
I mean, not for nothing, but after the first 2
what
games,
they got.
Hold on. After the first 2 games, everybody was saying that this Packers defense, baby, yeah, let's go to Packers.
I never loved the Pack.
You lost to Cleveland, you tied Dallas. So,
well, they were feeling themselves. They were talking about undefeated, and then they lost to Cleveland and tied.
Love that.
Yeah, that's a loss to Dallas. I think that's a loss to them.
Oh yeah, that's an L.
Just based on how they were talking, how they looked the first 2 weeks, how everybody was feeling them being the Super Bowl contenders. Like, to me, that's a loss for them. Because that's a game they should win.
Well, everybody says Dallas stinks, and then they tell me that the Packers NFC Championship game, they're going to run the league. They're here, blah, 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 blah. And then you tie a team that you tell me stinks. Where do they do that?
What do you think about Jordan Love?
I think Jordan Love is good. I just think Jordan Love. Jordan Love fucks up a lot.
Why do you say that? You don't trust him?
I don't trust him.
Why?
I just don't.
So in a big time game, you would fade him in a big time game?
Yeah, he hasn't given me a reason not to fade him.
That's fair.
Eagles fucked him up. He threw 3 interceptions. What am I supposed to do with that? In the playoffs, nonetheless. I just feel like with Jordan Love, man, like Jordan Love's good. He's got all the tools. Obviously, he looks great in the pocket. His ability's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like you could say in a vacuum, Jordan Love is more talented than Jalen.
He's a better thrower of the football.
Better thrower of the football. That's what I'm saying. But there's more that goes into that. You know what I mean? Which has always kind of been my argument in defense of Jalen. But with her Love, I just don't trust him yet. He hasn't given me a reason to trust him.
Right. Facts. But go back to the Micah trade of the why I feel like, I don't know. Here's what I'll say.
He wasn't worth $48 million. Yes, sorry, he's not.
I agree. And that's kind of where I'm going. Like, I think the Cowboys win on the trade by not spending that money on one player.
They would have been buried because they're going to be able to sign GP now.
That's the win for Dallas. What they got in return, that's an unknown. Because like I said, even if they hit one out of the 2 draft picks, there's no way. I just find it hard to believe that one of those draft picks are going to end up better player than Micah Parsons was. I just don't believe that.
I think you're fair to say that.
I think statistically, history's on my side with that. Now, what I will say is I do think Cowboys won in terms of, okay, we got rid of a big-time player. He's a big-time media guy. Because, look, Dallas likes that off-the-field shit. But sometimes it could be a distraction, too. But now they got that off the books. Man, they can really do some things a little bit.
Well, I think they re-sign. Here's the thing. I think they're going to re-sign George Pickens.
They have to.
And the other part of that is like I said, George Pickens.
I don't know if they do that. I think they tag him, but
I think that George Pickens has a ton to play for. And now that he's in a winning environment where he's going to get the ball because they're a pass-happy offense, especially with, Javonte Williams has been playing well, but I think they learned a lesson from the Zeke shit. But with Dak, GP, and CD, you have a formidable offense where you can score with any team in the league.
So to me, that sounds like Dallas is lining up to be the Bengals of the NFC. That's exactly what the Dallas is.
I don't think he's going to get paid like T. Higgins. You think he's going to get 30, 35 million? What's he get? 32?
Why not?
You might be right.
The market goes up, bro.
And now he's got all this under his belt without.
He's going to want to get paid. He's going to get 30 million.
Not for nothing. He's fucking out of his mind.
He's awesome. So he's going to get 30 million a year. You're looking like the Bengals. You have to hit on your draft picks. Bad defense.
They need to draft.
They have to score 40 to win a game. Like, that sounds like the Bengals.
Well, not for nothing. Also, too, Eberflus got to get the fuck out the building. Out the building, bro.
Why, you don't think he's a good coach?
I know he's not a good coach. I have a lot of data. So
Caleb's time with Eberflus, do you believe it was Eberflus or Caleb?
You always
we got to go there because that's fair. That was his head coach, bro.
He didn't do him any favors.
Okay.
He didn't do him any favors.
So are you still out on Caleb? He could hoop. Stop. He could hoop. We can go there.
I'm out on Caleb being a superstar.
That's fair. Who cares?
Out on Caleb being a superstar. Can he be formidable? Yeah.
Can he win a playoff game?
Not yet. I'm not there yet. Because I think Caleb reminds me of somebody that would shit down his leg.
I disagree.
I don't think Caleb could rise to the occasion.
I disagree. I think he would do too much to try to win the game. I don't think
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't think that's shitting down your leg. I think shitting down your leg is having 0 passing yards in a half. That's shitting down your leg.
Dude's fucking wild.
But when you're having,
we do that in September. I'm just saying. No, you can't say that and think you're going to get away with that.
Why?
I took that personal.
You should. That's true though.
It was fair though. No, it was a good one. You got me there.
But on the real, look, Caleb Williams is not playing like, oh my God, he's playing lights out ball, but he's doing better than.
He's playing well.
I think he's taking the next step in his development. I do.
He's taking a crawl.
8 tuds and 2 picks. He's doing all right, bro. He's doing all right. 927 passing yards in 4 games. He's doing okay.
They're throwing the shit out of the ball.
He's doing okay, bro. Yeah. Oh yeah, he had 37 attempts last game.
Yeah.
It's
Ben Johnson. Oh no, Ben Johnson's a dickhead.
Why,
bro?
To the reporter?
That was.
Why? What was so dickhead about it?
His demeanor, bro. His demeanor, man. I feel like he tried to come off like a hard ass.
It was kind of a stupid question, though.
I'm with you on that, bro, but you can handle it a little bit more gracefully.
But again, emotions.
Are you a leader?
Yeah.
Not you. I'm saying to Benyana, are you a leader?
Of course he's
Your emotions got to be in check.
Why is he not a leader?
Your emotions got to be in check.
Those players play for him, dude. They rally around him.
They do, but
Caleb responds to him.
Those emotions got to be in check.
Caleb responds to him, and you could tell the way Caleb talks about him too when they have conversations.
Because he knows he's got somebody. He's got somebody on offense that knows what he's doing.
Correct.
It's important. You got to know what you're doing on offense. It's not a.
Man, shout out to Caleb, man. I'm happy. I'm proud of him, bro. For real. I am, yo. That's a lot of pressure to come in there as a #1 overall pick and have all the expectations.
Well, I mean, bro, not for nothing.
To be able to do what he's doing, I got to give him props for that.
He's a combination of Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, bro. You see me? You see what I'm saying?
Nobody said that.
Nobody said that.
I didn't say it. You can pull up the clip.
I can bring Orlovsky.
I said that?
No.
I was going to say, I never said.
Are you Nick Orlovsky?
Yeah, I want to see that, actually.
Okay, I'll try and find it. It was either a tweet or a video. I didn't pull that out of my fucking ass.
He actually might have said that on NFL Live, I think, one time.
This guy is a combination of Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. And similar to why people dislike LeBron James when he was 17 on the cover of Slam as the chosen one is the same reason I bailed on Caleb.
I'm not out on this kid, though, man. I think he could play, dude. I really think that Caleb Williams can play.
You know who else can play?
Who?
Rodgers.
All right, let's go to that.
Let's do it.
Rodgers.
King, you got to stay with me now. You got to stay with me on the transition shit. Steelers improved to 3-1, beating the Vikings overseas. Floor's yours.
Well, to be honest with you, I think Rodgers is playing like a bottom 10 quarterback. If you ask me, and I'm not cap. I'm dead ass serious. He's graded the worst quarterback in the league right now.
Come on, bro.
He's graded the worst quarterback in the league right now. Graded, not by me, but by actual professionals.
Nah, graded by fucking dorks. Professionals.
Yeah.
He was 18 to 22 for 200.
Right.
That's bad?
Mike, you're really all in on the Steelers here?
The Pittsburgh Steelers with Aaron Rodgers look exactly like I expected the Jets to look last year. He is good enough to do what he's doing if the defense is keeping it up. You don't need him to be MVP Rodgers. Keep the turnovers down, keep the offense humming, let the defense do its thing. That's what he's been doing. The Steelers are a contender, a legit contender. That defense has been ferocious once they got their shit together. Come on, bro. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Aaron Rodgers has been playing his ass off. He's been a bottom 10 quarterback. Are you crazy? You think he's been professionals? He's been the worst quarterback in the league. What's Geno Smith do? Geno Smith has 6 touchdowns and 7 interceptions this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right.
What?
So what?
Who's been better this year, Geno or Rodgers?
Who's had to do more?
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Who's had to do more? The Raiders? We're talking about the Raiders, bro.
You told me Geno was a top 10.
I think Geno's a good quarterback.
I didn't say that.
He's struggling,
You told me he was a top 10 quarterback coming into the season because you fuck with Geno.
I do fuck with Geno.
He's not better than Aaron Rodgers.
I know he could throw 300.
He's not better than Aaron Rodgers.
I know he could throw 300 right now.
He's not better than Aaron Rodgers.
Right now?
Yeah. He's not better than Aaron Rodgers. You're out of your mind.
I don't know.
AR8. Remember, it's black and yellow. That's all I got to say. It's black and yellow. Black and yellow, baby. We here.
I'm going to have my day.
Oh, no. It's Here We Go. I'm sorry. Here We Go and Stairway to 7.
But here's the thing.
It's been Stairway to 7 since 2010.
You can have your fun. Have your fun. I want you to have your fun. This is a good time for you. This is a good moment. This is what you deserve. But I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, you better stop sunning me.
But listen, I'm telling you right now. I'm going to have my day.
Maybe in
and it's going to be a field day when I do. Because when all hell breaks loose, I'm going to sit right in the seat and I'm going to put my feet up and I'm going to tell you, I told you so.
Told me what?
This team is not that good, bro. And
this team is very good.
I disagree.
They're 3-1 at their bye week.
Bro. I know they're 3-1. Who had they beaten? They played Justin Fields. They played Sam Darnold. They played Drake May. They played Carson Wentz. These are players that you deem as ass.
Whoa!
I like Sam Darnold.
No.
You think they're ass.
Hold on
I'm
now.
using your words against you. Fuck that.
No, that was cute what you did there, and I see what you did there. You told me.
Yeah.
Hold on. You told me the Patriots were better. We beat them.
They are.
You told me. You told me.
Fuck out of here.
Hold on. You told me. Now they play Carson Wentz. Last week it was they're playing Brian Flores in that defense, and he shit on them.
He didn't shit on them.
18 to 22 for 200.
He did not shit on them. It was all close. It was all slants and fucking screens and
because
shit.
He's negating a poor offensive line by getting the ball out of his hands in a millisecond.
He's got hit a lot of times, Mike.
Not last week. He wasn't getting put on the floor against
the first drive. He got sacked. The first play of the game got sacked. What are you talking about?
And then he riled out. He ripped a smelling salt and threw it right to DK.
It was a nice pass.
It went right to DK. And we had Bozo starting Kenny Gainwell on fantasy.
Oh, he's lucky he played against Carson Wentz. That's not a big accolade.
Carson Wentz is good.
Yeah,
you're on the Carson. You were Nick Wentz for a week.
He's only on his sixth team in 6 years. He's okay. He's good. Carson Wentz is fucking awesome. He had a training camp. He was at training camp this year. Carson Wentz played in training camp this year. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. He was on his couch waiting for a call.
You were Nick Wentz.
Carson Wentz is really good.
We went from Carson Pasillo to back to how.
No, I'm just saying. But this is what I'm saying though. Like I just don't believe when I watch the Steelers. I'm not convinced, and I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to have my day, but right now you can have your little win, 24-21 overseas. They're on a bye week. Enjoy yourself. I'm going to enjoy myself when they come back and play Cleveland.
We come back. All right, let's do it.
I can't wait.
Hold on.
Cleveland's going to harass them.
Are you crazy? Stop
Absolutely.
it. Dylan Gabriel's not beating Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin.
We'll see.
A rookie is not beating Mike Tomlin's defense. We come out, we play the Browns, kick the living shit out of them. Play the Bengals, kick the living shit out of them. Smooth 5-1. Then we play the Packers. We're at home. We'll see about that. Then we play the Colts. Crazy. Then we play the Chargers. Then we play the Bengals. Dub. Then we play the Bears. Dub. Then we play the Bills. Dub. Then we play the Ravens. Dub. Then we play
the losing all these games, bro. You're crazy.
They got a tough schedule.
They got L's coming galore, bro. Stop playing.
They got a tough schedule.
Don't say dub to the Bills. Get the fuck out of here.
They got a tough schedule.
The Bills are going to wax them. I can't fucking wait, man.
I actually can't wait for that game. November 30th. Oh, damn. I thought that was Thanksgiving.
Fuck that team.
We coming.
They're not that good, man. They should have lost to the Patriots. Very good. I'm so mad about that.
We're very good. All right. Jackson comes out and throws darts all over the Chargers. Justin Herbert, unbelievable guy. MVP frontrunner like that. Lost to a rookie in his first start. What you think about that?
Sucks for Malik Nabers. I just want to say that first and foremost, man. That really does suck for the Giants because like they finally got their rookie quarterback in there. They want to see what they can do together as a combination, and now they're gonna have to wait till next season. That really fucking sucks for Giants fans in general. But Jackson Dart looked awesome. I mean, awesome in terms of his it was his first start
in context.
But honestly, I mean, the Giants defense, shout out to them. They were the MVPs of the game. I mean,
they overwhelmed Herbert.
Oh my God, they got after him. But Herbert made this one pass before the half that was just fucking unbelievable.
Very few quarterbacks can make it.
Unreal. The way he just threaded that needle between two defenders was just, it was unbelievable. It was a 40-yard pass. Just, it was fucking, it was
from the pocket, dog. Justin Herbert is one of the best quarterbacks in football, and it's not even close. I've been on that train. From the pocket, they don't make him like Hurt, bro. He's just an old school fucking from the pocket quarterback, bro.
So who would you take as your quarterback, Jalen Hurts or Justin Herbert, as a franchise to start your team?
That's hard.
That's not hard, though.
It's hard.
That's not hard. You're making it hard.
No, I'm not.
You're making it hard by what you saw in a few games.
No.
With Jalen Hurts.
Dang.
Yes, albeit it was the biggest spots. I get it. But Justin Herbert, like you said, in a vacuum, is a better quarterback.
But I'm
not going to sit here and disagree with you as an Eagles fan. I don't think any Eagles fan will disagree with you.
But Nicholas Anthony, listen to me.
That's crazy.
You're telling
the whole government is wild.
You're telling your government. My thing is Justin Herbert is so great. He doesn't need a team like that. So my thing is he came in and he had a good team. Why hasn't he been producing?
Bro. That's
all I'm asking. That's the question I've been asking. Jalen Hurts didn't walk into a beautiful situation. He entered in more turmoil than Justin Herbert.
Jalen Hurts was probably the worst quarterback that could possibly win the Super Bowl when we're talking about quarterback rankings. Honest to God. It is the worst thing that happened when we're talking about debating quarterbacks. It is.
Why?
Because I know in my heart of hearts and what I watch, and I know in your heart of hearts and what you watch, you're a smart guy. We know he's not a top 5 quarterback, bro. We know that.
Simply on talent. No,
we know that. What the Eagles do is they mask his weaknesses and they convert him to his strengths. They allow him to play to his strengths. They allow him to play to his strengths. Yes, but when they were being successful. But that's why the Eagles limited the amount of times they did per passing. They like 24 passes a game. It's exactly what they did. It was under 24. They were never over. That's the formula. But when you have a Herbert, when you got a Stafford, when you got a Goff, when you got one of those guys that can sling the rock all day long, yes, they don't win Super Bowls. I get it. I'm with you. I get it. If that's what you're measuring, I'm cool with it. But like we're talking about overall quarterback play. Yes, winning is the ultimate stat, but so are actually playing the position.
If you're
playing the position,
if you
bro.
want my honest rankings on strictly just a quarterback eye test, it would be Patrick Mahomes, it would be Josh Allen, it would be Lamar Jackson, it would be Joe Burrow, it would be Justin Herbert, it would be Baker Mayfield, it would be that's 6 on the eye test that I think are better than Jalen. Maybe Dak 7. But after that,
you don't think Stafford's better?
Oh, Stafford. I forgot Stafford. Excuse me. I forgot Stafford.
Jared Goff.
Hard.
Jared Goff, bro.
Jared Goff's a dog, but I do find it funny. You know, I know, but you know how I am on that.
Nah, because here's the thing. Everybody clowned Jared Goff when he lost week 1. Oh, you can't win with Ben Johnson. You can't win without this guy. Can't win without this coordinators. Can't win without... I don't know. The last fucking couple of weeks, he has lit the fucking league on fire, and they've been scoring 40.
Absolutely.
40 of them things. Week 1 was an absolute mirage.
Yeah, I was dead wrong on the
mirage.
Probably one of the worst predictions I've ever made in 5 years on them falling off. And I'm like I said, I'm happy to be wrong about that because I love Dan Campbell. But I have hesitancy with Goff because I think Goff has as much as Jalen on offense.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
Again, you know what I'm saying? You feel you feel me though? But throwing the ball, Jared Goff is unbelievable throw. Touch, accuracy, all that shit. Throwing with anticipation. He's like that. So my thing is on the eye test, Jalen Hurts is at worst 10.
Exactly.
On the eye test, that's fine. But for me, winning and making the money plays, the money throws, I just hold weight on that.
Fair.
That honestly, that's where I am. And I just think there's something to be said about a league full of players that can't beat one team, and my guy can. That's just where I go.
That's just, to me, it just doesn't make any sense.
I know. Yeah. And I do understand your perspective. Like, I genuinely do. But you think I'm obnoxious now? Let this motherfucker repeat. The show's going to shut down. The show will shut down, bro.
Why?
Because I will be the most arrogant, insufferable human. I will be more than I already am. And you know I'm arrogant. You know I'm insufferable.
But why would that, like, even if he played like this the entire year and won the Super Bowl?
No, not playing like this. I haven't defended Jalen Hurts once except for after Dallas and the second half of the Rams game. But there's no excuse for what's going on. There's no excuse. I don't think it's him. I just think it's schematics and it's working out kinks. Again, what do you want me to say, you dog? 0 for 8 with 0 passing yards. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
But that's the thing that bothers me. It's like he comes to the press conference like, oh yeah, I'm the general of this football team. You know, this is my offense. You know, I take accountability and blah, 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 blah. Well, if you're the fucking general and you realize like, holy shit, AJ Brown has 7 yards in the box score. I'm like, well, as a general, wouldn't you get your best fucking player of the football?
Well, right now, Jalen Hurts is General Mills.
Oh, there you go. General Mills.
That's what he's general right now.
Well, that's what he claims
himself. But we're going to be all right.
As a general. And that's what real generals get their fucking offenses in order. That's straight up.
What do you think about Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterbo, and Malik Nabers? Could they be the monster, the 3-headed monster to turn New York football around? And I guess you could throw Dayball in there.
No.
I feel like Dayball loves Jackson Dart.
I think it looks cute now. I don't know about it in the future. Nabers coming off an ACL. Cam Scatterbo, you think he's going to be their RB1 for the next 5 years? I don't know. Jackson Dart, he looks good, but wait until teams get more film on him. You know, like I definitely feel like, you know, he's going to have to get better.
His frat boy shit.
I fuck with it though. I like it. I think I kind of like his swag.
It fits New York.
It fits New York
because of like the pop culture shit.
Yeah,
like you need.
I like that.
Russell Wilson to me is not a quarterback for New York.
No,
you need the. Like I say all the time, Jalen's the perfect quarterback for Philly. Why? Because he can handle the press. He can do all that. Josh Allen. I mean, Buffalo's a huge market, but like I'm just going off of like Buffalo, New York, Philly. Josh Allen can handle that. Patrick Mahomes can handle that. When you get like, I just feel like other quarterbacks, like, do you think Goff could handle the Philly media? Do you think he can handle New York? I know you like him. I'm being serious. Like his temperament and all that.
I honestly don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you have to have a certain aura. Like you got to have a certain type of personality to handle that. And Jackson Dart's frat boy shit just kind of fits, dude.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? Like when he got in the end zone and started dancing, doing this thing, I'm like, oh, he's got a little juice.
Yeah.
Cam Scatterbo. Cam Scatterbo, bro. They're going to love that because Cam Scatterbo, when he runs the ball, he's looking like, yo, who's going to give me CTE on this play?
Yeah, he's crazy.
He's running at somebody with the intent to like, yo, come and hit me.
Yeah, to harm them.
He's not looking to kind of similar to how Zeke used to run. It don't really last, and Zeke was bigger than Scatterbo, but you can't run like that, dog. No. You can't. Like
Peyton Hills is like that.
Yeah, bro. And he was on the Madden cover and never heard him from him again. Insane.
That's real shit.
Like he took the Madden curse to a whole new level.
He disappeared.
He was really on Madden, yo.
That is
Peyton Hillis.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? I want to talk about this one.
Yeah.
Titans blown the fuck out by the Texans 26-0. Cam Ward kept it a whole buck. Said we ass.
I love that.
I agree, Cam. I completely agree with Cam Ward. The Titans are ass. Ass.
Yeah.
When I watched that interview on Cam Ward and he said to keep it a buck, we ass, I was like, you know what? You were ass. I checked the box score. 10 of 26 for a bean. What's going on, man?
I don't know. I'm not really a Cam Ward guy. I was never
a Cam Ward guy, but I'm just like, my thing is, and you know where I'm going with this.
I know.
You know where I'm going with this because I'm going to beat this home all year because I can't take it anymore. Shedeur was better than Cam Ward at every step of the way.
But Shedeur would have done the same. I don't think he does the same thing.
What do you mean?
Like, do you think Shedeur would have success on the Titans?
Yes.
There's no way.
Yes.
I disagree.
Shedeur's more efficient. He's more accurate. In fact, he's the most accurate passer in college history. That stands for something. He's better in the pocket. He's more consistent. Those are important factors. And I don't want to hear that the Titans don't have nobody to throw the ball to because Cam Ward told me they had the best wide receiver core in the league.
Well, of course he's going to say that, Mike. He's a rookie. He wants them to be on the good side.
I don't know.
So, of course he's going to say that. They don't have anybody on the wide receivers.
They got Calvin Ridley. They got Adedeo.
They got Adedeo and Calvin Ridley.
They got Chigakwanko. They got 2-yard Tony.
I'm not a Cam Ward guy, so I'm not going to sit here and defend him. But like, I'm not going to sit here and say that Shedeur Sanders should have been the number 1 overall pick either. Like, I'm not on that wave. Shedeur Sanders, he can't even outstart Jalen Gabriel.
Come on, bro. You know what's going on.
No, I don't know what's going on because if he's the better player and it's about winning in an organization, then why wouldn't he play?
Nobody will ever convince me that Cleveland wants him to be successful. I don't even know why they took him. Like,
me either. I don't know why.
It makes no sense, dog. Like,
I agree with you on that. I don't know why I took him.
You start Dylan Gabriel and you make 40-year-old Joe Flacco the backup instead of Shedeur. And like people are making a big deal today about his
No, but that makes sense.
Why would Shedeur not be the backup?
Why would he be?
Because you need to find out if either of those quarterbacks are in the building or if you need to go draft one next year.
Not right now. Dylan Gabriel is going to need some guidance. That's why Joe Flacco would be the backup because he would be.
If Dylan Gabriel gets hurt, Shedeur should go in. Not Joe Flacco.
I don't know. Why would you want Shedeur to go in during a game? I'd rather have Shedeur on a fresh start.
No, bro.
No, I'd rather have him see the full game.
Baker Mayfield balled the fuck out when Tyrod Taylor got hurt mid-game, and that's how his career started in Cleveland. They've already done that.
Right.
When Hugh Jackson was making an ass out of Baker Mayfield.
That's not their plan on this, though. Their plan is...
I don't know what their plan is. I don't think they have a plan.
Well, I think that if they start to lose with Dylan Gabriel the way they're losing right now and they're not scoring points, I definitely think Shedeur Sanders is going to get him his shot, and I think he's going to play multiple games.
Well, it's going to happen because Dylan Gabriel's not a better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders, and this is what I'm saying, dog. It makes me so fucking mad about this situation with Shedeur because it's just not right. And then you got Rex Ryan that goes on there and talks about, oh, he was folding his arms saying that he could start right now. What the fuck is he supposed to say? That whole monologue that Rex Ryan did is exactly why that motherfucker doesn't have a head coaching job, because he never knows when to shut his fat mouth. What is Shedeur supposed to say there? Shedeur is better than some of these starting quarterbacks. He's better than Dylan Gabriel. He's better than Spencer Rattler. He's better than Cam Ward. He's better than Joe Flacco.
I don't know about that.
He's better than Carson Wentz. He's better than J.J. McCarthy. He's better than Justin Fields. Yes, he is, man.
We don't know that.
Yes, I know he is. I saw him in college.
But we don't know that. College is a different game,
dog.
though,
I know that, dog. I know that, bro. You
College
don't have that success
game.
in college and they come there and be trash.
College is a different game, though. He didn't actually win in college either.
Bro, Rex Ryan will sit here and talk about, oh, he's a 5th-round rookie, and you'll tell him he isn't working hard.
No, so
and then the next breath tell you that he should be embarrassed that he's not playing.
Hold on. Rex Ryan was wrong. But I don't know if you saw this today, but Shedeur Sanders' interview was the weirdest interview I've ever seen in my life. And anybody that claps for that man after watching that, I'm sorry. I don't know what you're watching for him. That's not a franchise quarterback. You think Tom Brady would do that?
Come on, dog.
You think Drew Brees would do that?
Bro,
you think Jalen Hurts would do that?
Bro, he did that because every time he speaks, it gets twisted.
You think Tanner McKee would do that? I mean, that's serious.
I don't. There comes a point in time, bro, where you're just kind of get frustrated and you get over it.
Mike, you saw that interview.
I thought it was fucking hysterical.
I thought that was embarrassing.
I loved it.
You loved it.
Loved it.
See, I thought that was embarrassing.
I don't, because I think what's happening is embarrassing.
No, that's embarrassing. That's a bad look for your team, because if
how can it get worse for the kid?
You think that's a franchise quarterback, that somebody is doing shit like that?
Bro, that is the first time that he's done anything that has been like combative towards the media. He said, I feel like I can start and I feel like I'm better than some of the quarterbacks in the league because he's a confident young man. And it got turned into he's an embarrassment. That's what it got turned into.
Well, who said who's an embarrassment? Rex Ryan?
Rex Ryan.
Well, that's one man's opinion out of everybody else's.
Dog,
his opinion's just louder because he's on TV. That's the only difference.
Everybody's saying it though about Shedeur.
I didn't take it from. I like if my quarterback is confident, that's what I want,
brother. He fell in the draft because he's confident.
I don't think that's the reason why. I think he bombed the shit out of his interviews because he did shit like stupid shit like that.
He didn't do anything like that. There's no way he bombed the interviews. There's no way. Do you know who his father is?
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
If his father, I know who his father is, but I couldn't tell after that interview today.
Come on, dog. Who was more arrogant and who was more arrogant?
Like, how do you celebrate that though, bro?
What?
How do you celebrate that? You cool with that?
I'm absolutely cool with it.
What? I just can't believe that.
Because he's finally like, enough is enough. That's the way I took it. Like, you want to keep, every time I speak, first of all, he's a 3rd-string quarterback. Dylan Gabriel is starting, and they're in there searching for shit to stir up from the media, from the 3rd-string quarterback. He finally gives you, every time he speaks on something, he just says, Shedeur, what do you think about being on the practice squad? Oh, I like it more because I'm playing now 6 days instead of 1. That's a great answer. It gets twisted. I feel like I can start better than some of the quarterbacks playing right now. It gets twisted. Oh, you're not working hard enough. You're not doing that much in practice squad and all that. They keep twisting it. So we went in and said, I'm not going to say anything.
Bad luck, bro. I just think it's a bad look for a franchise quarterback.
Maybe I just think it's boiling over and he's tired of it.
But that's a bad look. But I know, but that's a bad look though, because to carry a franchise tired of it. You know what's tired of it? Losing 4 NFC Championship games in a row. You want to talk about tired of it? That's being tired of shit. Not starting in my rookie year after week 4. Like, he's got to grow up, bro. He's got to realize the situation, but he's got to realize the situation at hand.
No.
And he put himself in this position because if he not said no to Baltimore about drafting it in Baltimore, he would have a shot in Baltimore now. So that's his fucking problem.
That is the weakest.
That's real shit.
That is the weakest thing I've ever heard.
He dictated on what teams that he did not want to go to because of the situation.
All he said was, I didn't want to. That's fucking smart.
Why?
Because he has more of an opportunity to play in Cleveland. But if Lamar Jackson goes down, Shedeur starts, he's in a lose-lose. Nobody's going to trade for him. They obviously didn't like him.
What do you mean no one's going to trade for him? Why wouldn't they?
Nobody likes him.
But what if he did really good?
It wouldn't have mattered because he did really good in his first preseason game and in his second preseason game with bums on the offensive line. What do they talk about? They don't talk about the first game. They talk about the second.
So you're going to tell me nobody likes him. 32 teams don't like him.
Nope.
And there's no reason for it.
I know what it is.
There's no reason for it.
I know exactly why.
Because he's confident.
Because he believes in himself. They don't like that.
That doesn't make any type of sense though. Because Baker did that and he got drafted.
That's my whole point on why that's my whole point on why this is making me snap.
But that's why I think you're reading it wrong with that he didn't get drafted because of his confidence. I don't believe that.
Nick,
there's no way.
For 2 years, he was regarded as a top 3 pick. And on April 1st, everything changed.
But why? What happened in the midst of that?
He played no football.
Meetings with teams and shit like that, Mike.
Well, then everybody needs to fire him because I don't know how you looking at Cam Ward right now and thinking that he knows more ball than Shedeur Sanders.
Why not?
Come on.
Because you're watching what the result is in Tennessee right now?
I'm looking at it.
It's early, though, for him.
Maybe. But, again, that whole situation, I'm going to beat the drum on it until he gets a shot. And like I said.
I think he will get a shot, though. I do. I think he's going to get a shot later in the season.
He will because Dylan Gabriel's not good.
He didn't look that bad in preseason, bro.
Shedeur Sanders looked better.
I don't know about that. He had one good quarter.
Fam, it was a 2-minute drive to win the game, and Kevin Stefanski took him the fuck out. You have a young quarterback.
Agreed.
Coming out of college in a preseason game with the game on the line where the shit you dream of and where you make your name. How Tom Brady made his name was game-winning drives in Super Bowls. And you took out your rookie instead of seeing how he handled the pressure. And we blamed everything on the game against the Rams where, yeah, he looked like shit when he was out there with all shit. But in the first game that he played, when he played well and threw 2 touchdown passes that were better than anything Cam Ward has thrown this year, anything that Dylan Gabriel threw in the preseason, and look what it got him. We're focusing on the bad game
because that matters.
Why don't the good game matter, though? I would be more encouraged from the way Shedeur looked with the 1s and the 2s as opposed to how bad he looked with the 5s and the 6s. That's logic. That's rational to me. I don't think I'm shot for thinking like that.
You're really going to die on this. You're so Shedurable, bro. I can't believe you're going to die on this hill.
Die on this
hill. I don't understand why. Like,
because they're doing him so wrong for no fucking reason, for self-belief. Like, everybody made a big deal of Shedeur saying when he got on the podium and said, yeah, if you don't want to change your franchise, don't draft me. That's the fucking dude I want in my locker room. I don't look at that. I don't look at that negatively. I look at that like, yo, give me that.
So again, I'm going to come back to the question. What you're stating is that you're telling me not one of the 32 franchises are thinking the way that you are.
I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. Like, I can't. I'm not even going to say. I'm not even going to go there. I can't explain it.
Like, think about that.
I can't explain it.
Not one of the 32 NFL teams believe what you believe.
Bro, Mel Kiper was hyperventilating about
Right,
this.
exactly.
It doesn't make any sense.
But Mel Kiper isn't on a football team.
But it doesn't make any sense. Because if you, all of his stats were incredible coming out. He was the most accurate passer in college football history. I don't know. And then people say, oh, Spencer Rattler's doing well this year. He's a top 20 quarterback. You're excited about the 20th best quarterback? Okay. Well, why the fuck did you draft Tyler Shuck?
I don't know. I don't know what that.
You know what I'm saying?
That situation in New Orleans is weird.
Doo-doo butter.
Really weird.
Doo-doo butter.
Yeah, if doo-doo butter is right, but I don't also feel like. So you think if Shedeur Sanders goes into playing starting quarterback, you think he's going to instantly change Cleveland?
Yes. He has stardom. He's got it. I trust the bloodline.
I want to see it happen now.
It will. Don't worry. And when it does.
So are you rooting for Gabriel?
Oh, absolutely. What do you mean?
Are you rooting for him? Dylan Gabriel?
Fuck no.
Why not?
He don't belong in the dog pound. He's a poodle.
So you hate Dylan Gabriel because of Shedeur Sanders. That's why.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Yeah, I'm not on the Dylan Gabriel train.
I'm not either. I don't think he's going to be a
Dylan Gabriel didn't deserve to go before him. And I don't like the way, in my opinion, I see Dylan Gabriel saying shit subliminally dissing Shedeur. And
like
I will never get off of that. There's competitors and there's entertainers. Nobody will ever convince me that wasn't about Shedeur Sanders. Then he comes on there today. Oh, it's never the perfect time to start. You got to be ready when your number is called.
Perfect timing.
Don't like it.
I like that.
Don't like
I like that. I like that spicy shit.
Don't like it.
I like that. Yo, shout out to Dylan Gabriel. I'm kind of fucking with him a little bit.
If Shedeur acted that way and Dylan Gabriel was the backup and he was starting, they would tell you that Shedeur Sanders was a problem in the locker room. That is another issue that I'm talking about. If Shedeur Sanders said those two things that Dylan Gabriel did about entertainers and competitors, and then said, oh, it's not always going to be perfect timing when you're going to get the start, but stay ready and we'll be ready to go. If Shedeur Sanders said that and Dylan Gabriel was in Shedeur Sanders' shoes, boy, oh fucking boy, can you imagine the circus that the media would have?
I just... Again, man, I totally disagree. I feel like there's a disconnect between what happened pre-draft and now. There's a total disconnect because what you're telling me, you're describing me, he was the most accurate passer in college football, and all this other shit. He was regarded as a top 3
You know
pick.
what else?
What?
You know what else I got for you? If Shedeur Sanders ran in a touchdown in New York and started hitting this shit like Jackson Dart, woo-wee! He's not celebrating with his teammates. He's selfish. He's all about himself.
I disagree
This is what I'm talking about with Shedeur. It's me, me, me. You fucking know that.
I disagree with that. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Why would they say that?
I'm trying to figure it out myself.
See, I don't. That's a hypothetical. We can't go that path. We have to know what's going on now. And what's going on now is that Dylan Gabriel is getting to start over Shedeur Sanders, and you're over here defending the Shedeur Sanders that he should be a starting quarterback in the NFL, but no other 32 teams drafted him in 5 rounds. So there's a disconnect between the NFL draft and now, the pre-draft and now. That's the disconnect. There's something went wrong in his interviews. I don't know what happened. I can't explain it. You think it's due to confidence. I disagree with that because I think teams would want somebody to be confident in their as their starting quarterback. Why would they want their quarterback to not be confident? Doesn't really make any sense to me. What I will say is, does his words travel more than others? Yes. Comes with the territory, though.
Star.
It comes with the territory. But he's got to be aware enough to know that interview today, that's Bush League, bro. That was whack.
I love it.
That was whack. That was corny. Man to man, that was whack. I didn't like it.
I fucked with it.
I just thought that was ridiculous, to be honest with you.
Why is a third-string quarterback drafted in the 5th round getting interviews?
They all get interviewed, though.
I've never seen a third-string quarterback get interviewed.
It gets...
Ever.
No, they all get interviewed at some point in time, but he was available to the media.
Why?
Why
weren't they in there looking for Dylan Gabriel?
They did. He got interviewed.
I didn't see it. He got interviewed at the podium, not in the locker room.
Right. It's different. The podium is
We're interviewing
different.
a third-string quarterback. Though.
Right. They always do that, though.
And
they
in
do
the
it after
5th round,
practice.
like
They do it after practice.
My thing is why Shedeur stinks.
Everybody gets interviewed for the most part.
I don't know.
Trust me, they do.
I don't know. Shedeur stinks. I don't know why they're interviewing him. He's not good at all. He's like the dude's fucking 144th pick. He's a 5th round pick. Like he'd be lucky to make the team.
Right.
He blows. I don't know why.
That's why Dylan Gabriel's playing over.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know why they're talking to him, bro. Go talk to DG.
I don't know.
Go talk to DG.
I don't know. But to me, I think let's be fair here. Like let's give Dylan Gabriel a shot. Like he definitely deserves it. He's a 3rd round pick. Not a 3rd round pick if you're a bum. Like you got some potential here. So I think the Browns would exercise that. I don't hate that for him. And I think Joe Flacco is the backup because it's guidance for Dylan Gabriel.
He can still guide
in
and
game
if somebody
situations.
Gets hurt, Shador should go in.
Right, but when you're dressed and ready for the game and you're into the game, it's a different type of role.
They tell you to stay ready,
but it's a different role though. Like Joe Flacco comes from the cloth. I'm the starter. Why would I teach him this? But now that Joe Flacco is not the starter, Joe Flacco is going to embrace that role of being a role model.
And he should. But I'm just saying, you have 2 rookie quarterbacks, and you're starting one and making the backup a 41-year-old that you just benched because he's been terrible.
He has been terrible, but the Cleveland's as a team is terrible.
But why wouldn't you try to see what you have in your building?
That's what they're doing.
Not if Shador. If Dylan Gabriel falls flat on his face, you're putting in Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Why would you not put in Shador?
If Dylan Gabriel gets hurt, Joe Flacco's going in because he's the backup.
I'm sure glad that didn't happen with Baker Mayfield because Baker Mayfield never would have showed what he got.
Why would I dress 2 rookie quarterbacks? You need to have some experience, bro.
You draft 2 rookie quarterbacks. Dog, there's nothing you can learn about Joe Flacco. You already know what he is. You just benched him because he's been so bad.
You can learn from Joe Flacco.
You can still learn with him as your 3rd string quarterback. But if Dylan Gabriel goes down, it should go to Shador. Period.
I don't disagree with that.
It's not
premise,
going to happen.
But I'm not talking about that specific game. The next game, Joe Flacco should 100% be the backup because he's supposed to be there to mentor Dylan Gabriel. Now, if Dylan Gabriel gets hurt in the game and Joe Flacco steps in, obviously Shador Sanders is going to be the guy next game.
But I think
I would assume that Shador would get his start if that were to happen the next game.
Dylan Gabriel
with Joe Flacco being the backup quarterback to help mentor Shador now. That's how I would see it.
By week 10, Shador's in.
Maybe. I don't know. But I also don't feel like Cleveland's going to give up necessarily on Dylan Gabriel that quickly.
Maybe.
Like it might take till week 13, maybe week 14, where it might take them till they're mathematically out of it.
That's going to be quick.
And they know that Dylan Gabriel's on our future. Now, what I'll say is if they bench Dylan Gabriel, they just wasted a third round pick.
Yep.
If they bench him at all at any point in the season, they wasted a 3rd round pick. Now what do? You're going to give the keys to Shador, the guy that you basically don't trust. So to me, it's like I
said this before, bro. They stumbled into a franchise guy.
Maybe
they mistakenly got a franchise quarterback. The most Cleveland thing of all time. Do you think CJ Stroud turned a corner?
No. They play the Titans, bro. I don't think so. I don't believe CJ Stroud is a bad quarterback though. Like I think CJ Stroud is a decent quarterback. I just think that when he put himself in the top 5 and shit like that, it made me sour on him a little bit. So now I pinpoint his bad performances. Like I really do. Like he played pretty decent against the Titans, but I'm not going to sit here and say he's back or anything. I just think he's a talented quarterback. I just think that he was over himself after his rookie season. But I do think that the Texans
offense blows, dog.
They struggle. They struggle.
Blows.
And I thought Jaden Higgins was going to have a little bit, bigger role. He scored. He did score. But Nico Collins, he's got to get going. They have a lot of talent on offense.
Yeah.
Obviously, they don't have Joe Mixon back. They don't have a running game. That's the big thing with
Woody Marks.
He was great.
That's what I'm saying.
He was great. So if he can get the start, they might have a decent core in Houston.
Nice little committee.
With Marks, yeah.
Marks and Mixon.
Mixon's going to, well, I don't know. Do you think Mixon's coming back?
Yeah, fair to say. I thought he was, but I feel like there's been no good news out of there.
Yeah.
On that situation.
Every time he's been reported that, like, it seems like it's like a pushback.
Getting further and further. Yeah. Like it's constantly a setback.
Because he was on IR hoping to miss the first, 4 games?
Yeah.
And he's supposed to come back week 5?
Yep.
That's not happening. Yeah. So, but Woody Marks might be a good piece for them moving forward.
All right, week 5. Teams on a bye. Bears, Falcons, Packers, Steelers. Thursday night football, 49ers at the Rams. Rams minus 5.5. The whole 49ers team is out.
Yeah, I got the Rams both ways.
Me too. Nothing else to say.
There's for
Nothing
real.
else to say. Pearsall's out. Jawan Jennings is out. Kittle's out.
Brock Purdy's out.
Brock Purdy's out.
You got Mac Mids.
Mac Mids.
Mac Mids is gonna step in there though.
Let Mac fuck around and beat the Rams, dog. Brock Purdy might be chilling.
If Mac beats the Rams, we had to question the Rams, bro. We would have to question the Rams.
Facts. And we're going to need to have a conversation too about Matt. Yeah, that's all.
Matt.
Crowd's cracking
No,
up.
he gets his star players the ball. Fuck that.
He gets his star player the ball. Yo, you know what's crazy?
That's real shit.
Let's talk about Puka.
Let's talk about it.
We're going to have to say, I think Puka's the best wide receiver in football.
Me too.
Pound for pound.
He could run any route.
Pound for pound. He runs the whole fucking route tree.
Yeah.
Tough as shit. If the ball is anywhere near that dude's hands, he's coming down with it.
Fact.
And what's crazy is if Matt and Puka stay healthy, he's going to win the Triple Crown. And what's even more crazy, I was thinking about this earlier. Matt Stafford was responsible for Megatron in 2012, Cooper Kupp Triple Crown in 21, and now Puka. He's going to be the quarterback. Matt Stafford is going to be the quarterback of 3 of the greatest wide receiver seasons we've ever seen.
So that's why we have Matthew Stafford high in the rankings, though, because he gets his players the ball, bro. He just does it. He produces. Matthew Stafford's a good fucking player, man.
And it's so funny, yo, because
awesome,
I look at it and I'm just like, bro, it don't even look like his back hurts. Like he's just throwing the ball. He's just throwing the ball
accurately.
Dude,
Puka's
some of these,
amazing,
bro, some of these passes, it looks like he just walked it to them.
I know. It's crazy.
Did you see the clip of when he faked out the defender like this and had the safety run that way and threw it to Devontae Adams for the touchdown on the right side of the end zone? I was just like, that's rare shit.
That's top 5 shit.
And I never liked Matthew Stafford in Detroit, dog.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. He was awesome.
I was so wrong on Matthew Stafford.
He was great in Detroit.
Bro.
They just sucked.
You know what it was? I thought Matthew Stafford was a Kirk Cousins. The whole time, bro. I really did. And I was dead wrong about Matthew Stafford, bro, because he's a fucking baller.
He's a baller.
He really is, bro. And he always got hurt in the beginning, so it was like Mr. Glass and shit.
I love Stafford, man.
But
how do you hate on him?
No. When he was in Detroit, I did. Because I just never thought that he was him.
Bro, he had some seasons. Just it didn't convert to touchdowns.
I feel you, but like he
threw some passing yards on a shit team.
He's a different.
That's a different dude, bro. He threw 5,000 passing yards in 2011 with the Lions, cuz like that's fucking crazy. The Lions were dog shit for years.
No, I know, but I always held that against Stafford is what I'm saying. I was wrong on it. There ain't nothing else to say. I was just like, yo, you had one of the 5 best receivers of all time, and it never really equated to anything.
So that can happen.
Apparently,
a good quarterback can be in a shit situation and not win football games, and they're like, damn, like they can't get over the hump.
And then you go and get the head coach, and boom, you just take off. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
That's interesting.
For real.
Let's talk about the Birds, man.
Who?
Let's talk about the Birds.
All right, Broncos at Eagles. Eagles minus 4.5. It's gonna be a good game.
This is gonna be a fucking dog fight, bro. It's gonna be a dog fight. I think on offense, we gotta just protect the ball. Do what we do, protect the football. We must establish a run. If we are predictable against the Denver's defense, they're gonna eat us alive. Jalen Hurts will get sacked 100 times. And AJ Brown, you think last game he was pissed off? He's going to be even more pissed.
Well, if he has a game with 7 yards and we lose the game, you're throwing oil on a grease fire.
Well, it can definitely happen, and I actually think it might happen. I actually think that Denver's strategy is to get AJ Brown flustered, and how they're going to do that, I don't know. They got the best cornerback in football. He just won Defensive Player of the Year, and Pat Surtain. He's going to be covering AJ Brown. That's going to be hell of a matchup. And he travels. So he'll be following A.J. Brown. Now, can Jalen Hurts get him the football? Can he get him open? Can Kevin Patullo scheme open A.J. Brown? That's going to be the key. If they can't scheme open A.J. Brown and they can't scheme open up our playmakers, we're dead.
Well, I've never seen.
I don't think we're going to win this game.
I have no evidence except one half where I feel like Jalen Hurts.
2 halves.
two halves, excuse me. Stop listening to the play callers. Or I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it. And my thing is like, yeah, the running game has to get going. The running game will open up the pass game,
right.
and it helps. But again, the route tree has to be more creative than fucking 7-yard ins and slants. I don't even feel like we run slants that much. Where's Saquon coming out of the backfield? I'm not talking about a little swing pass. I'm talking about a nice wheel route. Saquon's a good pass catching back. Where is the creativity? Where is it? And if we lose to Sean Payton, I'll hate my life. Because I cannot stand Sean Payton for the life of me, that smug motherfucker.
I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility, to be honest with you. I don't think I definitely think Denver has a chance to beat us. Just based on how we're playing offensively, based on how Denver's defense is playing defensively. Like, I feel like Denver's defense can definitely shut down our offense when we look like that. Denver's defense is not a bullshit defense. They're really fucking good, and they have the pieces to shut us down, especially with the corner that they have. They have a good defensive line. They have some really, really good pieces to shut us down offensively. What's going to be coming down to it also, too, we got to look at the flip side. Bo Nix against our defense. I think the Eagles have that matchup in the bag.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean,
like,
Bo
to me,
Nix hasn't even played that well this year.
Like, well, he played good last game.
Yeah,
I thought he was very good last game.
Yeah, he was 326, 2-1. He's got 7 on the year and 4 interceptions.
He was awesome last game.
But let's keep it in context here. He played the fucking trash ass Bengals.
I agree. But he did what he needed to do.
He played the Chargers defense. He threw for 153, a touchdown, a 56 completion percentage. 56?
Division game too, though.
56. A 56 completion percentage.
And how many times did he throw the ball?
I don't see it here, to be honest. At the Chargers.
Bo Nix. Let me see.
14 to 25 for 153 yards and 1 touchdown. Is that Bo Nix or Jalen Hurts? I didn't hear nothing about Bo Nix in that game. 14 to 25, 153, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and a fucking L. Difference is when my guy got 14 to 25, 153, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, we typically have what's that shit Jameis does? Look at me. A W.
Bro.
I didn't even know that. Honestly, I'm only fucking around, but I didn't even know he did that. I'm not watching Bo Nix. I'm not a fan of Bo Nix.
I like Bo Nix. What's wrong with him? You don't like him?
It's not that I don't like Bo Nix.
He's a second-year player.
Yeah. I'm not saying I don't hate him. I don't hate Bo Nix. I just feel like Bo Nix is like, I don't know. He was coming into the season as like the next big thing.
Yeah, because of the situation he was in.
Fair.
Sean Payton, they were riding high last year.
What are they, 2-2?
They got a good defense.
Are they 1-3 or 2-2?
I believe they're 2-2.
Lost to the Chargers, lost to the Colts.
2-2.
Yeah.
They're second in the AFC West.
However, the Eagles are beating the Broncos.
Okay.
Yeah. I got the Eagles both ways in this game. I don't think the Broncos could come here and handle us. And I think it would bode well for AJ Brown to have a really good game against Surtain.
And if it doesn't happen, if AJ Brown has 3 catches, right, for 20 yards, and the Eagles win by 10, and they go to 5-0, do you think he's pissed off?
Yeah, he should start coming to work again in a Honda Accord instead of a Rolls Royce. You can't have that when you have AJ Brown, bro. He's not a cog in the wheel. Like, I can't. It's unacceptable behavior.
But you're built that way, though, because your quarterback allows you to be that way.
What?
A cog in the wheel. That's why the Eagles are constructed to be that way, because of the quarterback. They're not a team that's going to throw 37 times. If that's what AJ Brown wants, that's what he's going to get. Again,
they don't need to throw 37 times. You can win by throwing 25 times and throwing for 200 yards. Again, you want to throw 25 times, that's fine. But 12 of them things need to beat at number 11.
Right, but when you throw for 25 times, 12 of them things ain't always going to go to AJ Brown, because that's not realistic in football. You're going to take what's open for you. So
that's
to me,
fair too.
So to me, it's like, if you're throwing 25 times a game, you're limiting the amount of times that AJ Brown is going to have the opportunity to touch the football. So to me, when you're throwing for 24 times a game, that's what he's pissed about. He don't want to play with a quarterback that's going to throw for 24 times a game. He doesn't. That's not what he talks about. Winning to AJ at this point, in my eyes, has become secondary. In my eyes, A.J. Brown winning to him has become secondary.
Yes.
It's become, I need to get mine.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that like, that's just how he's coming across.
No, 100%.
And I don't know if he means it that way.
Yeah.
Because I don't think A.J. Brown's a me dude, but he's coming across that way.
I completely agree.
And it stemmed last year when he was reading the book and shit like that. Like the Eagles were fucking winning. They were rolling. They were top of the conference. And you're over here reading a book. And that's what made me second guess everything with this guy. Because then now this year he's starting his shit. And it's like, I get it, but you're winning games. You could be in Tennessee right now, being 0-4.
I know.
Getting blown out by the Texans 26-0. You want to deal with that? You want to go play with Cam Ward? Yeah, Cam Ward's going to throw 37 times a game. He's going to complete 10 of them, though.
Yeah.
So it's
that's
like,
the thing too,
you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand what he wants.
He wouldn't be happy in Tennessee.
But the point is, in this game, the Eagles have to scheme open A.J. Brown if they have any chance to beat the Broncos, because the Broncos will shut the Eagles down.
Yeah.
The Broncos have a good defense.
We'll be all right.
No, I think the Eagles.
Well, Sean Payton could definitely draw up something.
I like the Eagles to win the game. I like the Broncos to cover. I think it's going to be a field goal game. I really do. I think it's going to be a tough fucking game. It's going to be one of them.
Good. That's how we're built.
You need to be built like that, though.
And then we play the Giants on a short week on Thursday. Don't even fucking go there. Buccaneers at Seahawks. Seahawks -3. Baker versus Sam Darnold. 2 linemen a few years ago in Carolina. Drafted at the top of their class in 2008. Who you got here?
I like Seattle. I think Seattle's a better team right now. I think right now, Seattle, the situation, them being home, Baker coming off a tough loss with the Eagles. I would say it's a tough loss. Not having Mike Evans again, probably in this game. Godwin, I think, is coming back.
He had 10 targets last week.
Godwin? Yeah, he was good. He was good coming back. So he'll be there. But I just think Seattle right now, they're playing good. They had 10 days of rest. Seattle, to me, is one of the most slept-on teams in the NFC. I wouldn't be surprised if they made a deep playoff run. That's how I view their team. They're solid defensively. Offensively, they're solid. They got star players on that offense. Sam Darnold's playing great. If he plays like that, what he played in Minnesota and Seattle's going to be in really good fucking hands this year. They're going to be a tough out. And I think Seattle's a better team right now than the Bucks.
You know what's one thing I want to say real fast before we talk about the game? The GM of Seattle, Joe Schneider or
What
is it?
Snyder?
Yeah, Schneider, whatever. He is like A+ at getting rid of quarterbacks before they turn into some shit.
Yep.
Between Russell Wilson and now Geno,
it's unbelievable.
A++, dog.
It's unbelievable. And
he
then
moved off him at the perfect time.
That means Sam Darnold is projected to be legit because based on the track record.
And he's 28 years old.
He's 28 years old.
But I got the Seahawks here too. Buccaneers are traveling across the country.
Tough spot.
Excuse me. Tough spot for them. They're banged up. The offensive line is banged up. The wide receivers. I mean, Chris Godwin's back, yeah, but he's got to get his feet underneath him, dude. He had a catastrophic injury. Mike Evans is out. That's hard. Buka's a baller. And what's his face is going to be out probably. Bucky. He's got a foot.
Rashad White's there though.
Said he was in a boot. Yeah, but Bucky Irving supplanted
Shad
him.
There.
So maybe they could rock with Shad. Tom's got shooters. But I got the Seahawks here. All right. Monday night, Chiefs -3 at the Jags. Jags a 3-point home dog. That's crazy.
I really want to take the Jags.
I am taking the Jags.
I really want
to take the Jags. The Jags are beating the Chiefs.
Everybody's going to take the Chiefs, man.
Because they had a big explosion game. However, the Jags are playing quietly. Their defense is legit.
Right.
Travis Etienne running his balls off. They're still going to have trouble passing, I believe, because you traded the world for Travis Hunter. Not impactful. Brian Thomas Jr., mid. I don't know what's going on with him.
I don't know.
But I'm all in on what the Jags here. I think the Jags moved to 4-1 and beat the Chiefs.
The only thing that scares me with the Jags in terms of them completing the upset here is simply Trevor Lawrence against Steve Spagnuolo. That's
Great
a
point.
big.
I didn't think of.
That's a matchup that I just feel like bodes really well for Kansas City. I'm going to take the Chiefs to win. I just think that I'm asking the world of Trevor Lawrence to go and beat Patrick Mahomes. Like I just don't see that happening. I really don't.
That's a great point, man. I just
don't see that happening, and I just feel like the Jags they'll keep it close, but I think the Chiefs pull away, and I think they win more than 3.
Love it. Love it. Keeping my pick, but I love what you just said because I did not think of it like that. And it's funny because I was mentioning that earlier about Spags putting quarterbacks in blenders, but it is because Trevor Lawrence is ass. Whether the Jags are winning or not, they're not winning because of him.
Right.
All right, rest of the week. Vikings -3.5 at the Browns in London or wherever the fuck they are.
Oh, yeah, they got these 2 international games again.
Yeah, they've been there.
Give me the Vikings due to comfortability, and I think Dylan Gabriel is going to have a long day with the Vikings defense.
Yes, sir. Vikings both ways. Both ways.
Yes.
Giants at Saints. Saints -1.5.
I like the Saints here both ways. I think the Saints should never be favored in any game, and the Giants coming off a win with the Chargers. I just feel like everybody's going to take the Chargers. Give me the Saints here.
I'm in the same boat. I love the Saints. You also have a rookie quarterback going to New Orleans. In that dome, it's going to be rocking. It's his first road start. Jackson Dart comes back down to earth a little bit.
Yep.
Dolphins at Panthers. Panthers -1.5.
I'm taking the Dolphins. I don't think the Panthers should ever be favored in any type of game. But to me, I feel like the Dolphins, them losing Tyreek Hill, it's a little sour on that team. I'll take the Dolphins, though.
I'm taking the Dolphins also, but the Dolphins are playing hard.
They are playing hard.
They might be losing, but they're not. They didn't quit on McDaniel.
No, they didn't.
Like, I know we say a lot of shit about him and all that, and like his leadership questioning him, and can he command the locker room? They're playing hard for him.
Absolutely.
So I will give him that. Raiders at Colts. Colts -6.5.
Colts both ways. I think the Colts rout the Raiders here.
I'm taking the Raiders in the upset.
Whoa.
I got the Raiders winning this game outright.
Shit.
I do. I think Geno and Gene T, maybe it's wishful thinking because I got him in fantasy, but I think Gene T, he went back to standing straight the fuck up.
Wow.
And balled out. But I like the Raiders in this spot. I think a lot of people are going to bet the Colts, man. I really like the Raiders. Cowboys -2.5 at the Jets.
Jet up.
Come on, dude.
Jet up. Jet the fuck up. They're winning this game because the Jets are going to win this game. The Cowboys are riding high. I feel like they're riding high, scoring 40 points against Green Bay and a tie. That's demoralizing in itself. You've had your best game and you tied. That sucks. But here's the thing. I don't expect the Cowboys to play their A game for back-to-back weeks. Justin Fields, I think, can beat this Cowboys defense. In my opinion, he could run. I don't think Justin Fields is a world beater of a passer. I don't like their offensive line. I just think that when it comes time to make plays, Justin Fields will make them on with his legs, and that's going to be the difference. Give me the Jets in an upset.
The Cowboys are a fucking lock this week.
Okay.
It's Dak Prescott versus Bustin' Fields.
Okay. I love the Jets here.
Come on, bro.
This is the Jets game. This is
so
upset.
Foolish.
This is upset written all over, brother.
Titans at Cardinals. Cardinals -8.5.
Cardinals both ways. I don't even want to give Titans 8.5. I mean, if they were 12.5 point favorites, dogs, I wouldn't take the 12.5. Give me the 8.5 with the Cardinals all day.
Me too. Titans stink. Cam Ward stinks.
They can't score.
Commanders. It's weird though because they got the best wide receiver core in the league. Commanders at Chargers. Chargers -2.5.
I think the Chargers put their foots in the fucking Commanders. Jaden Daniels was coming back. The Chargers took a loss. They needed that. I think some teams, sometimes it's good to take a loss, right? So you lick your wounds a little bit. I think they're going to get their lick back at home. I like the Chargers here in this one.
Love the Chargers. I think they blowed them the fuck out. It's a nice get-right game.
I agree.
For them, Jaden Daniels is still out.
Yep.
Nice get-right game for the Chargers. Lions -9.5 at the Bengals.
The Lions are going to blow the doors off the fucking
Bengals. This is a 30-point win.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if the Bengals scored. I'm so dead serious.
Yeah. Give me the Lions both ways. 9.5 is too low.
I would be shocked if the Bengals scored a touchdown or a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots at Bills. Bills -8.5.
I like the Bills to win in this matchup, but give me the Patriots with the points. I think 8.5 with a division of matchup, especially on a Sunday night football type of environment. Like I think the Patriots will rise to the occasion. They have a good head coach in Mike Vrabel that will get their boys playing. Drake May's playing awesome football. I think I've been thoroughly impressed with the Patriots. I think they're going to give the Bills fits. I think the Bills have been slightly overrated in terms of how they started the season. They haven't really had much competition. Their defense gives up a lot of big plays still. Like I just don't trust the Bills when it matters most in terms of their defense. But I think in this game, I think you're going to see the Patriots be able to move the football. I think they're going to be able to score with Buffalo. But I do think the Buffalo Bills, in the end, will win the game because they have number 17 and the Patriots don't.
I think this is another. I think the Bills smacked them because I think the Bills, it was a close game last week with the Saints. And I feel like they were looking ahead to that. And I feel like the Bills come in here and they beat them by at least 10, to be honest. Like you said, they got Josh Allen, and that's all you need. It's just so weird, though, because, like, the Patriots, like, you think they're a really good team, and they lost to this shit team in Pittsburgh.
It was such a bad loss for them because I'm being honest. Like, it was a really bad loss for the Patriots. It really was.
That was an important win. That was an important game.
It was a bad loss for them because I think they were better than them.
Yeah.
I do. And I think even week 1 when they played the Raiders, like, I feel like they're better than the Raiders. Like, I just feel like that was just one of those weird situations where you got me at the right time.
Yep.
And when I watched the Steelers and the Patriots game, not to go back in history here, but like, I watched that game from start to finish. I just couldn't believe the amount of turnovers and the amount of luck that went to the Steelers' way. It just, look, the Steelers made the plays. They forced the turnovers when it mattered. But I feel like some of them were so self-inflicted that cost a lot of points. That's what gave me the indication I think New England's better. And to follow that up, New England routed the Carolina Panthers the next week. And I wasn't shocked by it.
That's saying much.
It's not saying much, but they took care of business. To come off with a loss after having 5 turnovers and lose the way they did at home, to go at home again to play another team that, it's like another snoozer, but to put 42 on them, you're focused. You're focused, you're well coached, and that's what gives me the indication that I feel pretty good about them against the Bills coming up on Sunday night.
What gave you that indication? And on that, we'll see you guys next Tuesday for episode 256. Thank you.
Hey.
Oh my God. 2 fucking hours?
Was it 2 hours?
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
Jesus Christ, we went on.
Are we out? Are we off?
We're still on. We got some new peeps in there.
I know. Finally.
Dude, we gotta get a new intro, dog.